We live. Welcome.
We.
Welcome back. We in here. It's myself. It is the hostess with the mostest. The man that still wants that gas. Yes.
Yes.
Uh
You had better deliver.
you have better
You
deliver.
have better deliver.
Dusty Whoads, my man. How you feeling? Thank you for
I'm
joining us.
doing pretty good, man. Thanks for having me again, man.
Oh, of course,
Appreciate it.
man. Of course, man. There's just a lot of shit going on, man. But first, I gotta hear you telling a little bit backstage, but I did hear some on Board podcast. Y'all check my man out. What the hell happened to you in Germany?
Yo, so
I think he Dennis Schroeder, man.
so we just going through Germany. Like we just going through Munich. It was in Munich. It was Munich actually.
When
We're
was
going
this?
from Munich to Venice.
Okay, when was this?
2017.
Okay.
And this is like in June.
Okay.
So I guess that's the best time to go. I don't know. But yeah, we were just in Munich, going from Munich to Venice, and the whole group kind of went through, and I was the last one behind because I always like to let everybody else go first anyway. I'd be chilling,
Yeah.
and the dude was just talking to me, dog. He was asking me so many questions, and to me, Germany is so.
He was like a worker or something. He was just
No, he was the customs guy, the guy to get into
okay.
customs.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why they thought I was gonna get arrested because I'm talking to this dude for like. It was probably like 30 minutes. I didn't realize it. But like the group is looking at me. I'm looking at the group like, I don't know why this dude's asking me. He's asking me, why am I here in Germany? Why am I going to Italy? He asked me what I do for a living. I'm like, yo, son, I'm like, just let me through. Like,
listen, nigga ask you what you do for a living, you probably going to jail, man.
He legit asked me what I do for a living, what I'm doing in Italy. Why am I passing through Germany? Like, I'm like, dog, is it my last name? I'm like some fucking... Some French terrorists been going through here. Like, what's been going on? Like,
on a watch list.
They legit thought I was gonna get arrested. It didn't matter either way because I know I ain't do nothing. But yeah, Germany is weird because the accents are so strong.
Yeah,
and of course we in America we're not used to hearing German accents. So the only time we ever heard it was like, Nazi movies or something. So it's kind of like this intimidating voice.
Yeah.
And then when you hear it through like the screens and the speakers and all that stuff, Germany
directed at you. Nah, that's probably why Kyrie lost it, man. He heard Schroeder talking that talk in that accent. He know what to think, man. He know what he was saying and what he was talking about.
But think about this: if you heard nigga in a German accent, you turn it around no matter what, like, because it don't matter who it is. It don't matter who.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be like, who's that? Either way, like, who's that talking? But yeah, I'm trying to figure out how the Nets can just dog walk these dudes. And the Bucks was my pick. I think Giannis is that dude, man. I really do.
He get a lot of
flack for 2-time MVP,
shit, man. Like that's the part. It's like are we not watching the same career? Yeah. Like we're watching the same dude. Like 4 years ago, he was 200 pounds soaking wet. Now this man a MVP again, defensive player of the year again, or defensive player of the year.
No respect, dog.
Yeah,
no respect.
It's like dog. Like
look at the stat line. The stat line is crazy.
I like that. He bring it every night, man. Even if he might be shooting 6 for 20, but he gonna have 15 rebounds. He gonna have 6 assists. He gonna have 3 blocks, and like he trying to win a title. Like they lost Dante DiVincenzo, and the shit fell apart. Like that's not a title team. Like that. The Nets are doing this right now without James Harden.
James Harden, yeah. Who's you know what? I've always had a hidden respect. Obviously, I couldn't root for him while he was here.
Yeah.
Just a code that I follow. If we look at the rosters, I always tell my cousins, we look at the rosters, the 2016-17 Rockets roster.
Oh.
If the third best player is Eric Gordon, then you got a problem. Period.
That's just how it go. Was that Dwight?
No, Dwight was like 12.
Yeah,
13.
Yeah,
14.
Dwight was like when Harden first got. Yeah, Harden.
Yeah. Those rosters was trash.
Like Ryan Anderson. Who was on that team?
Who's the one getting cooked? Terrence.
Hold on. Let me try this.
Terrence Jones. He was getting cooked by
Oh
LaMarcus
man,
Aldridge.
yeah.
And LaMarcus Aldridge fell off a cliff when he got to San Antonio. What did he just get washed all of a sudden?
Something happened because as soon as he got there, it's like we heard it's like him and Pop and the system and whatever they having their differences. Then it was like, okay, like they had a sit down, cleared the air, all that. He re-signed like an extension when he didn't need to. Mm-hmm. And I feel like as soon as he re-signed, they were like, oh, well, back to the same shit. Like they don't like each other. He don't want to shoot threes. They want him to shoot threes. They trying to get younger, all this. And then the Nets get him, and then now he retired. Like that's how fast the game comes.
It's like that, yeah. He's just gone, yeah.
But is it as we talking right now? The Bucks are down 2-0. I think Game 3 is tonight or tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. By the time people hear this, Game 3, so we'll know. But what? Like I don't know what the Bucks can do to get back in the. Like they were scoring 65 points to like the worst defense of all time. Or they didn't end up being the worst of all time. But right after they got like Harden and all that, they was like, "Oh, this team is the worst defense of all time."
Yeah, and so obviously we would say it's a coaching issue, right? At this point, you have personnel changes. Dante DiVincenzo is not the the MVP, stop and go man. He's not the stop and go here, right? So like, coaching is the first thing.
Yeah,
the Drew Holiday pickup. Drew was just supposed to bring them extra points along with defense, obviously. But they kind of had that with Brogdon. Without the injury, Brogdon has been injured in Indianapolis quite a while too. It's it just has to be Middleton, right? Middleton has to step up the scoring.
Yeah. He was like
I'm really not sure.
Or something. He was terrible. I think game.
Yeah, he was awful. He's awful.
So
he was awful.
But even then, like he was 7 for 20. If he had 30 more points than he had, they still lose by like 20 points. Like they got their ass.
Yeah, they got their ass kicked.
Like I just like I don't know what the adjustment is. Like
it was down 30.
Bro, they was down 49 points in a second round playoff game. This was supposed to be like these serious people. Like, hey, whoever win the final, and that still might be true
after just sweeping the Heat.
Yeah, if the Nets are this much better than the Bucks, yeah. So imagine how trash the Heat was. Yeah. Even the Celtics was scoring points on the Nets. The Bucks ain't even scoring points.
And see the Heat. Let's slide back to the Heat real quick, right? Pat Riley, you seen the comment he made about Brian?
Nah, what did he say?
So he got fined. I don't know if I just seen a joke tweet or something like that. Apparently, I
did see he get fined, but I was like, I ain't hear nothing. I didn't know what he said.
He said for LeBron, he'll leave the key under the door, the secret key or whatever, the gold key under the door. You know what I'm saying? If you Pat Riley, how are you looking at yourself for not trading Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero and whatever else? Because that was on the table, right? It was a done deal.
Sound like it, yep.
So I guess it was Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, maybe none.
I feel like all the whatever young players you got,
whatever it don't matter,
and then however many picks, 4 or 5 picks, whatever it need to get it done. But they said we can't give up Tyler Hero, man.
Because that's what I was telling my cousins, right? Because like you look at if you can do it, if your 4 best players, Austin Rivers, and you go into the Western Conference Finals like 4 years straight,
yeah.
Then if you the Heat, who the 4 best player on the Heat? Even their young players is good. The dude with Precious or whatever. Even these dudes is good.
Chua, yeah.
Yeah, who is this dude? He come out of nowhere. Rookie is good.
He a first round pick, and he just like ready to give minutes.
What happened to the Iguodala pickup? He set out half a season to not go to Memphis, and Memphis could use him right now. Actually, he could use.
I was that whole time he should have just stayed. If he just stayed in Memphis, they probably make the playoffs last year. They may. Yes. I don't think they beat the Jazz, but 2 years straight for a young team is pretty good. Like I don't know what the Heat do either, because Duncan Robinson, I think he's a free agent. I think he's restricted so they could keep him.
Who? Somebody about to give up that booty for no reason.
Listen, I'm telling you, Duncan Robinson about to get $100 million, man. He's gonna get 4 or 5 years for $100 million. Because
shout out to him, man.
Yeah,
shout out to
respect.
him.
Bertans for Washington got 80.
Awful.
Yeah, he got 80.
He's awful. Yeah.
And if I'm Duncan Robinson, I'm like, listen, I'm a better shooter than him, and I'm younger. And he's not locking nobody up, but he can move a little bit on defense.
This is the thing with Bertans. He was awful last year, and they still gave him the 80. So salute to him. He was awful the last 2 years and still got the 80. Salute. And then he got it, and it was even worse.
I think it was like we can't lose him at the same time. We might, like, if we let him walk, Bradley Beal might want to go. The whole time it might be like, hey man, y'all might just gotta, like, I know you want to keep. Yeah.
If it's that serious, you just could have got Mirotic before he jetted on back to Europe.
Oh,
that's the same difference. Same difference.
He probably living like a king overseas.
Oh yeah. So unfortunately, what happened to him, but yeah.
Yeah.
Never seen nothing like it.
The Bobby Porter shit.
Yeah, getting punched in the face and then getting released.
They released you. Yeah,
they released you. He must have called him that. You know what? He must put the ER on the end. That's the only
hard one. They told he should have been bobbing and weaving, man. They said we can't have that on this team. You got to go, Jack. But he down bad. I'm trying to think, like, the other teams that's already out. Like I don't know what the Mavericks do.
Lose Luka Doncic. And let me say right here, I've never been more wrong about a player coming out of the draft than Luka. Like, I just thought he was just gonna be, some dude, man. We've been told this before.
Yeah,
this dude's getting traded all around. Kurocs or whatever. He was on Brooklyn. He got traded to Houston. He was supposed to be the next. You know what I'm saying? But Luka is just he's at the Jordan, like, first couple years, the Jordan LeBron level to me, because this roster is trash. This is a LeBron roster.
Yeah, it's like Porzingis making $30 million to shoot 32% from three and grab 4 rebounds a game. Hardaway stopped, but Hardaway a free agent. Like, if he just walked, they down. Like, they don't have nothing. They don't have no draft picks because they traded for Kristaps. They got a little money, but ain't no free agents this summer, really. Duncan Robinson.
It's Texas. Everybody moving to Texas anyway because of taxes. So they could get people based off that. A bunch of people from California, New York is coming to Texas.
I know Mark Cuban want that Duncan Robinson, Luka, Porzingis, that White Magic trio.
How's Sabonis contract and the Pacers? There's no way they're keeping all of them.
Oh man, they fired their coach today.
Exactly. There's no way they're keeping all 3 of them. LeVert, Sabonis, and Brogdon. Oh yeah. There's no way they're staying.
Dude, Pacers fired Nate McMillan.
We talked about this last time too.
Fired Nate McMillan. They said they wanted, like, the modern offense and all that, and they get a dude who apparently don't know how to talk to no fucking body. They said this man didn't get along with, like, the staff, the trainer, like, the players. Like, you just if you don't get along with nobody, you're an asshole. Like, you don't get along with nobody. And now they, like, I don't know who they hire, who the Celtics hire, who Portland hire. Portland need a coach.
Do Portland need a coach?
They got Stotts out of there.
Yeah, they already fired him.
He out.
Oh,
mutually parted ways, I guess the way they put it. But he's gone.
See, this is the thing with Portland, right? Portland just haven't brought in the right wing players. They tried. They didn't brought in, like, a Minu. Obviously, they got Melo. They did the switch for Powell.
Robert Covington.
That Covington. And, like, look at Covington. Covington played good last year for the Rockets, playing fucking center. And he was just whatever this year.
Yeah.
He's trash. Based on what he getting paid, he was trash. We can call him trash.
They traded 2 picks for him, so that's
you getting paid $15 million to be trash. I can call you trash. That's fine.
Fair.
You still $15 million. Yeah, you still
like, listen, he coming out on top. Hey. He getting the last laugh.
A big check. They got Enes Kanter coming off the bench. Nurkic is fine. They got the 2 guards. They got the 2 best guards in the league. That's not Steph and Clay. Besides Bill and Westbrook, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say Russell. Outside that, yeah, it ain't really no good backcourts like that.
CJ, 25-point scorer.
I think it like if they gonna make change, I think it's got to be with like it's not his fault. But if they gonna make like bring in any kind of talent upgrade, it's gonna have to be him. Like they're gonna have to use him.
He's been Trey Rumors 5 years straight,
bro. But here's the thing: it's been Trey Rumors 5 years straight, and they done had the same like roster makeup, and they made the conference finals that 1 year and got waxed. But outside that, like, you seen how far this team can go. Y'all gave it a good run. Y'all made the conference finals. Salute. It ain't working. Dame like 31, 32. Like I figure it's only so long before. I don't know. He might not want out. He might just. I think he just want to be there like forever.
I mean, I have a mental block with Dame. I don't remember when Dame came in the damn league. Like I just remember him just hitting the game-winning shot against Houston. I don't remember him actually like his rookie. I don't remember like the wow of his rookie, etc. I don't remember
because he was the AD rookie year, and I remember thinking like they took a cat from Weber State in the top 5 or 6. I was like, yeah, okay. And then this nigga's getting like 18, 20 a game. I was like, okay, but I didn't think he'd be this good.
Yeah, he's like Morant. Well, where Morant come from? Murray State, Murray's Hair Grease State. Like, we just find this dude, and this dude's a monster.
Yeah,
he quit a monster already. It's his second year,
and I don't know. Like, because Dame said he wanted either Lloyd Pierce, the coach who just got fired from the Hawks, and as soon as they fired him, the Hawks went to the moon, man. So I don't know about that.
I don't know.
He said he wanted Jason Kidd, and I was like, "Damn, you don't want Jason Kidd."
Yeah, I want Jason Kidd. Yeah, I want Jason Kidd.
It's because they from Oakland, man.
Yeah, I want Jason Kidd. I think Jason Kidd is probably a year away from getting the Lakers job. Because Bron will get Vogel out of that quick. We know that. He wasn't Bron's first choice anyway. Jason Kidd was. That's why he on the team. That's why he assistant coach because of Bron.
See, that's where they. Now, I mean, if he said get him out there, get him out of there. But he won the ring first. I think that probably get him.
That got him this extra year.
Yeah, that'll get him an extra year. But I don't know. Like the Lakers, again, they built around their top 2, and the rest of their roster trash too.
It's awful.
Like your third best player, Kentavious Caldwell. Your third best player?
That's not their third best player. Their third best player is Schroeder. And Schroeder.
Oh, that's even worse.
Well, based on how you play with OKC, he's supposed to be the perfect replacement for Rondo.
Yeah,
he's supposed to be because he was averaging like 18 off the bench in OKC.
No, he was solid there.
So if he 18 and let's say 4 assists, that's perfect with the Lakers. That's exactly what the Lakers need. But yeah,
I think his one him and Bron anti-vaxxers, so they didn't do that vax stuff. So he caught COVID, so he was down bad. But 2, I think the thing like Schroeder. Like when he was in OKC, sometimes he had a ball, Shea had a ball, Chris Paul had a ball. When you're on a Lakers team, when it counts, LeBron got a ball.
LeBron got the ball. Yeah.
He always got a ball. So it's like if I'm Schroeder, it's like what I'm supposed to.
Yeah, we supposed to do. Yeah, it's like Jordan Clarkson. Yeah, they can just do so much with the ball and without the ball. But if Bron got the ball, then we just gotta sit here and wait for a 3.
That's right. Like Clarkson don't get to go off to. It's like okay, everybody on the bench now. You go score 20. That's what I think that's what Schroeder need. He's like, I just need to run. He probably is better off the bench, but I don't know where he goes. Like he a free agent. He turned down, I think it's at $80 million from the Lakers.
Just don't go to New Orleans, buddy. Just don't go there. Take your ass anywhere else.
Now y'all gotta. Yeah, are y'all gonna keep Lonzo?
You can take him with you.
Oh wow, you out on Lonzo?
Yeah, nah. We can roll. Nah. He's a number 2 or 3.
Bledsoe?
Oh, Bledsoe can. Oh man. Bledsoe can go before Lonzo. That's not even a look.
I think Bledsoe had said, "Man, you just having like a tough day." He didn't remember the plays. I said, "What the hell?"
Obviously, the confidence of Lonzo is not fully there like they wanted to be, I guess. And he's the number 2? He was number 2 pick, number 3 pick,
number 2.
Okay.
Fultz.
To be honest, I'm looking at how Ja Morant play. I'm looking at how Luka Doncic play. If you're not playing like them, It don't even. You can go to like either you a role player or you
Yeah.
those dudes
Yeah.
because these are first round picks. These not first round. I mean first pick, second
Like
pick,
high
third
top.
pick.
Yeah, high picks.
Yeah, it's time to bounce. So I was glad to see. Glad I was absolutely wrong about Zion.
Nah, Zion that deal.
Because he was just a monster.
Yeah. That boy
All
can't.
in the
You see that fit
post.
he posted?
Hmm?
You see that outfit he posted? Y'all gotta get.
No.
Oh Lord, hold on. I see if I
Oh,
I might gotta find that. I
let
I'd
me guess.
find
It's
the
probably
team.
some 1955 zoot suit.
It man, he got on like it's basically like he want people to know that he bought some Gucci.
Oh my god.
He got on like some business slacks with like some I don't it's just a terrible. Here we go. Here we go.
He looked like fucking Bo Jackson.
Let's see if I can put this on the screen. There we go.
Oh man.
Yeah, there we go.
Come on, man.
That's the fit.
See those pants? Those pants is called breeches. They ain't slacks. That's breeches.
These knickerbockers, man.
Yeah, with the flowers on them. Come on, man.
With a denim jacket. He got a cardigan on and a denim jacket. Proud of that's South Carolina, man.
Yeah, I can't blame him. You country
Just,
like that. It don't even matter, man.
look, man. They said the man had on boot cut dress slacks.
This looks awful. Yeah, this looks awful.
He been hanging around.
The Deacon from Amen had them same pants. Fucking Deacon Fry. It's like, yeah, these pants is terrible, man.
That's a Will Smith Inside Out.
Yeah. Oh man, it's even
coat.
worse. That is
the Bel Air Prep. That boy Zion think he killing it too.
Oh, that is a jacket. I bet you that's where they got it from. I bet you they swag lifted it off that. They do that all the time.
100%.
That's some horrible. Some horrible pants, man. What kind of chain is that? It's one of those fucking QC chain.
Oh, look like it. It's G Unit, man. I don't know what it is.
Say 7 or 737. Don't tell me that's area code. Yeah, you definitely country.
Yeah. Y'all finna keep y'all gonna keep Stan Van around, man?
I hope not. He can go. He can drive Bledsoe and Lonzo. They can all drive together. Nah, man.
All right. So who would you from this Pelican? Who would you keep? Who would you want to be there next year? Zion, of course.
Obviously, yeah. Ingram. Of course, I like Ingram. I like Jackson when Jackson actually gets to play.
Hayes.
Jackson Hayes. Yeah, they didn't let him play until the end. And when he started playing, he was hooping. He just gotta play.
He just need minutes,
Josh Hart. I like Josh Hart.
Alexander Walker. A couple times I saw him play. He looks all right.
Like Alexander Walker. I'm glad JJ Redick is gone.
Yeah, Redick can go. Steven Adams can go.
Steven Adams can go. He didn't fit anyway.
I never liked that trade, man. Like I think we talked about that too. I never liked that trade.
It was a Stan Van Gundy. I'm comfortable with this guy type of trade. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like it didn't fit. That's why Alexander Walker didn't play till the very end. They just let all the new players play. I'm not new players, but the vets.
But yeah.
Play most
Lewis, Kira Lewis, he looked pretty good too.
Yeah, I like Marshall too. Marshall played pretty good. Nasheed Marshall.
Oh, like the guard,
forgot his first name
or whatever.
Yeah. James Johnson can roll.
He can go.
We don't train MMA on the fucking court.
Bledsoe can go. I mean, who left, man? Okay, who? I guess I just said, who do you want in there? Like, who's like a realistic? Like, what's a good fit for this team?
How can I realistically, right? Let's talk about this realistically. How could I even want any? How can I? Why even talk about it? It's the Pelicans. Who are we going to get? You know what I'm saying? Like Luke ain't
that you don't draft, yeah.
Dame ain't coming there. I seen somebody Photoshop Dame in a Pelicans jersey. That's the only time you ever gonna see that. we not getting nobody. So we never gonna get nobody until they make the switch. But I mean, I don't even know who the free agents are. I feel like that hasn't been discussed at all. I don't even know who's who.
I might be able to pull them up too. This might be all right. It's like it was supposed to be like a really big free agent class, but then everybody resigned. Really, Bron resigned, AD resigned, Giannis resigned, Paul George resigned, Drew Holiday resigned. Like everybody that was supposed to be this big summer, and nobody switched teams. So now you down to. I'm trying to see. Here we go. Yeah, so Chris Paul can opt out. I don't think he's going. Even if he opt out, I don't think he's going nowhere.
No, I don't think he's going nowhere.
Kawhi, it would be very funny to see Kawhi if they just get rolled.
I think Kawhi stays, but somebody else is definitely rolling. But they do have enough money for one more, right? They're supposed to have enough money for one more.
Well, I don't with Paul because he just signed a new deal. Like Beverly making money.
Yeah, I forgot Beverly making money.
Yeah, they traded Kennard. Kennard make it. That's where all their money went to.
Salute Kennard, $80 million. Salute that man.
That man is
salute him and his family. Good luck, man. Good job.
The Detroit Pistons was like, we all good. Like we're all set here, and Clippers was like, yeah, please, no, Luke Kennard, definitely.
Like it was a steal.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think Conley going nowhere. Lowry could leave. Lowry might leave.
Lowry's out of there. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see him. But I think he going like probably Philly or Miami. I feel like he going to like one or two. He ain't just gonna take like 10 meetings.
I think Philly needs him. Let's talk about Ben Simmons real quick. What's up with this man? Why can't this man score? Why is he not a 20-point scorer? To me, it feels like he's an easy 20-point scorer.
Because this nigga does not shoot, and he can't hit free throws. That's like he can't.
But Giannis don't shoot like that either, and they the same height, right?
More, I think, yeah, like 6'10", 6'11". They up there. They big as fuck.
They got the same game, right? Inside, it's all inside. At least Giannis try to shoot them.
Run down. I think that's the thing. Giannis try also, like when they build the wall, Giannis still gonna run into it. Like he gonna try. They do something on Simmons, man. Simmons be playing hot potato. He'll drive and play. He'll kick it out to Danny Green. He'll kick it to Shake Milton, anybody, so he don't have to.
It's so many times I see him with 12 points. Like he got to average like 13 points, 12 points, 15 points. And B went out one game, he scored 40. And then when B came back, he go to 20 and then he go right back down to 12.
Right back to 12,
you know, I'm sure I don't know if it's been announced. I'm sure he's gonna win Defensive Player of the Year. I
think they're gonna give it to Gobert, man. I really do.
Well, that's kind of been a narrative for him to get it. I would assume he gets it. Maybe. But you gotta be more than that. Just like Gobert, you gotta be average more than 10 points, man. Like I understand, you know, what analytics say, the range of motion and Gobert, way he can guard the perimeter, he can guard the inside, and it's 10 points, man. It's 10 points. You know what I'm saying? It's 10 points. Ben Simmons, 12 points. Jazz got stomped the last like 4 years straight. Like that, all that's just erased because they're good this year. They've been good every year.
You're
right. I'm sorry. Let's get back. Lowry and DeRozan's definitely gone.
Yeah, they gone. See, I'm still sick about Ben. Like I was one of those like just give him time. He'll shoot. Like it'll come. Don't force it. And now I'm like, dude, you're on your second contract, man.
Yeah.
Like you're not even like he ain't taking like one a game this year, then two, then three. He just don't take.
Not taking none.
He take like one a month.
Dude, even Lonzo letting that thing fly, readjusting his shot, and he letting that thing go. Melo's shot is disgusting, and he letting that thing shot.
He let that thing fly.
Charlotte Melo.
Yeah.
And he letting it go. Like I don't get it. He's more than a 12-point scorer. That's a fact.
Oladipo, he sound like he might be done, man.
Yeah, it's no way. There's no way Miami re-signs him. He can't stay healthy.
What did you hear? What I guess the rumor is that the Pacers wanted him to have one doctor, and he chose another doctor, and apparently the doctor he chose just completely botched the surgery.
Oh man.
Just like complete. So since then, like since that moment, that was basically when they started splitting up. Because it was like the Kawhi shit. They want you to use their facilities and their trainer and they doctors and all that. And he went to the other dude, and the other dude apparently just completely botched it.
Oh man.
So he had to have like one more surgery, and then they found out he got to have this neck surgery, which is going to keep him out like all of next year.
That's terrible, man.
Yeah, so
That's fucking awful.
I don't know if somebody tried to sign him for cheap to like 2-year deal, let him rehab, but he just might be rehabbing for
Look at what Luke Kennard Bertans this guy. So I mean, he could probably still bag out. His ceiling is way higher than theirs.
I call the Kings, man. Kings just looking to make bad decisions,
and it'd be perfect for him too because I don't think they probably don't play Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield contract should be coming up soon.
Nah, they chose Buddy Hield over Bogdanovich.
Another mistake.
The Kings.
Another mistake. Yes, the Kings. Yeah. So yeah, it's just business as usual.
And that's enough. Like the Bucks was trying to get Bogdanovich. If they had Bogdanovich on this team, they'd be in great shape. But
that's what he turned it down, right? He didn't want to go there, right? Is that the team?
That shit it came out like apparently it was tampering because they were talking before they were supposed to be talking. Then they come to find out said they agreed to a deal, the agent and the team did, and Bogdanovich was like, I ain't going to no fucking Milwaukee. So they called the whole thing off. So then he signed in Atlanta. Atlanta got Bogdanovich for free. Like they didn't have to trade no picks, no.
They just got him.
Caps, just nothing.
I was about to say which Bogdanovich it is. Forgot it's the Atlanta one.
Yeah. Atlanta one. But it's like Hardaway silent. He'll get paid, so I don't know where. But Dragic,
I don't think he'll get paid because he just got paid. He just got paid to this one, and he's not doing anything. Like he has hot streaks, but he's not consistent.
I think it's a thing where, like, because if he leaves, I don't think Dallas can replace him. I think that's why they keep him.
Yeah,
like if he
I think the young guys are really good, man. I think these young cats are really good. Like all these young players, like Halliburton and all these cats OKC got. I think these dudes are really good, and everybody's starting to seem replaceable. To be honest,
yeah. Well, I say this though. Here to think, because the GM Donnie Nelson, the one that's going to be replacing him, built this shit team.
Yeah.
So that's what I like. I think Rick Carlisle trick y'all, man.
Yeah. Because I mean, Dirk I like Dirk, of course. Dirk Hall of Fame. He got a 20-year career, and he got one of them. They was getting thumped a lot. They was getting their ass beat a lot, man.
And after they won, we think of like Dirk won the championship, was old. He just chilled out and rode off to the sunset. Dirk had like some all NBA years after that ring.
It's like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It's legit 10 years ago.
Yeah. And the Mavericks have not won a playoff series since the championship. Not one. Not one. So I don't know how you bring back the GM and the coach, and Porzingis is the second leading. Like, I don't know who taking Porzingis. Don't nobody want that.
Who's the GM? Cuban, right?
Not Nelson. Donnie Nelson.
It's Donnie Nelson. Who the fuck is Donnie Nelson drafting? They drafted an Indian dude like 2 years ago as like the first round pick.
It was like 7'5".
7'5". He's not even playing. He couldn't even run. You could tell by how these dudes when they tall and when they run, he couldn't even run. You can look at how Bobo runs. Bobo is nice.
Yeah, he don't run like he's 7'5" or whatever. Yeah. He run like fluid. A wing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here's they got so Josh Green and Terry. That was this year, so we'll see what they do next year. Brunson's nice.
Especially for what is 18. Well, 8, I'm tripping. It's 3 years. So yeah, Brunson's nice, especially for when they got him.
See, trade for Luka, Shake Milton. Yeah, that's tough because Shake Milton would cook on this team.
Yep. Dennis Smith already gone.
Yeah, Smith gone.
We going 2 years now.
Yeah, Anderson gone. Olynyk, Tyler Zeller, Jordan Hamilton, Byron Mullins. Like this is who they drafted. That's why I say like
not doing them no favors.
I don't trust Donnie Nelson to be like, okay, like if we let Hardaway walk, we can replace him. I'll get some cheap steals. I don't trust him to do that. That's why I think Hardaway get paid.
Luke is the problem. Luke is It's big time, dog. He's a big city dude, bro. He's not a Dallas, Texas dude. To me,
You think he
I
bounced?
I think he bounces.
Where
Because I
like one of
saw
the like New York's or LA's or
Luka in New York is big time.
listen.
That's big time.
Nah, Luka, they would lose their fucking mind. Like I feel
They
like the
were,
league as a whole would lose their mind if Luka went to
that's big time.
New York. Or shit, you heard the way Zion was talking about New York. Zion was licking his lips, man. He said, "Man, I'm so glad you asked me that, man."
Like a fucking steak sandwich. This motherfucker was thirsty. He was hungry, waiting for that question.
He said, "Man, I've been thinking about that all day. I am so glad that you asked me that." Luka Zion link up in New York. I'd never watch another NBA game, man. I might just be out.
You know what? I would be mad. New York is so garbage. They're so trash at basketball. Like we talking about the Nets now. Like they've been tragic at basketball. They made maybe the worst NBA trade of all time.
Yeah.
And that lasted a couple years. They traded all these cats way too well. I didn't say they traded them too early. They got them way too late.
Yeah.
The Jason Kidd thing didn't work.
No.
And that's when he fake dropped water on the ground.
No, run into me. Run into
me.
Yeah, run into me. They'll never notice this.
This cameraman 4 feet away from me.
HD. They got this man in 1080.
Man.
Yeah, run in.
So
that's who you want to coach game.
Been,
like, come on, man.
Like, because even the Melo years was regular.
Yeah, that was fine.
It was fine. Like, it was just excitement because they had been trash.
Yeah,
15 years before that. You know what I'm saying, when did they go to the finals and lose to the second time?
Spurs.
Was it the Spurs?
Like 90, I think not the lockout year.
A lockout year, all right.
Yeah, that was because they was the 8 seed and they lost to Duncan Robinson and all them.
So they went another 10 years after that with being trash until like Melo got there, really, right?
Linsanity.
And Melo broke that up. He broke up the Linsanity thing.
Right? I don't like that shit at all, man.
All right. Worst NBA rumor ever for Melo. Cause like what's wrong? Why you just let this man cook?
Melo said, nah. It was like, Melo, he helping the team, bro. You hurt right now. Like what you care for? You not Melo said, nah, we ain't gonna do none of that. I'm gonna shoot the ball 20 times. And that's what we're gonna win or we're gonna lose. But that's just how this is gonna go.
That's a bad one. That's a bad one. But I think the Knicks is like, I guess they're long overdue. But I mean, the way their fans act, they don't really deserve it. But I think the NBA sees now.
Please.
I think the NBA sees now what winning in New York looks like. So, public enemy number one, he just may try to pull something off.
Talking about your boy commissioner?
Yeah. Yeah. Public enemy number one, man. He's
after this most recent NBA season. How many years in prison you think Adam Silver do after this shit? Like 80 life?
At least 80.
Like 85. I'm thinking like
at least
like football numbers.
At least the amount of injuries, the amount of torn tendons. No.
I'm knocking on wood. I thought it was gonna be Embiid. Honestly, I was like, we didn't have all these injuries for the regular season. I was like, we're gonna lose a star for the post. Like that's just how this.
Well, he did tear meniscus. He barely around right now.
This man 300 pounds playing on a. Something ain't adding up, man. DeAndre Hunter for the Hawks got meniscus problem. He out for the rest of the year.
Yeah, he been out pretty much the whole year, right?
Yeah, he don't weigh 300 pounds. I don't know how Embiid scoring 40 on one knee.
How many years was Embiid out when he first got drafted? Like 2, right?
He missed his first 2 like completely. Like didn't suit up at all.
And that was like just a foot injury.
It was foot and back. I think before the draft, it was foot and back. I can't remember which one was first, but it was foot, and then he hurt his back, or back, then he hurt his foot. He missed the first 2 years. Then he played the third year. That was he played like 30 games, and Malcolm Brogdon won Rookie of the Year because Embiid didn't play enough games. And since then, he's been. I mean, he missed a few games, but he ain't been out like that.
Yeah, he's a monster. See, I think people kind of chalk his injuries up to conditioning. He just might just be Anthony Davis. He just might be Street Clothes Jr. Like that just might be his thing.
I think it's that him. I think those two guys, I feel like they hit the floor more than anybody I ever seen. Like Anthony Davis, a falling ass nigga. Like that nigga's on the floor more than he like on his feet during the course of an NBA game.
He's playing basketball and dodgeball at the same time. There's invisible gunshots flying.
Like inner ear, like balance problems or something. Like he got bad equilibrium. But he always on the ground, and B be hitting the deck hard, like going for loose balls and stuff. I'd be like, hey man, nah, we got Seth Curry for that, man. Like you don't need to. We got Matisse to hustle and die for a loose ball. You don't need to do all that.
The AD thing. How can he continue to get hurt? Like, what is it? Is it the growth spurt? What is it?
That's what I feel like it, because that's what, like, guys had a crazy growth spurt, but I don't know about like that, like 9-10 inches. Guys, you shoot up 4 or 5 inches, but you shoot up from a point guard to a center
within like high school, right?
Yeah, and at the time, that's what was, because at Kentucky and in high school, he didn't really have any injuries, so I think it was kind of like, oh, maybe he just beat it, and I think now he done grown into his body, and now he Street Clothes, man. That's the funniest fucking nickname ever, man. Barkley called him man Street Clothes. I think that Barkley calling him Street Clothes and Shaq calling everybody the others is the funniest shit in the world to me, man.
I think Street Clothes might be the funniest.
Because they'll say it and then they cut to this man like the mask on and the jacket and the chain on. I'm like,
oh man. No, he be out there full armor. Like he used to have the black tape on his shoulder.
The t-shirt. He
had the mask on.
He had about 150,000 in VC gear on him, like minimum. Leg sleeve, socks.
They should have
the others.
I think it was like game 4 where he played the first half, but he didn't play the second. Whatever that game was, he shouldn't have played at all because they still won.
Oh, yeah.
He should have just played at all.
Yeah. I don't know how. That's one of those, like, I don't know how. What kind of doctrine going, like, AD was cleared to play. Joel Embiid was cleared to play. What kind of checks are they doing? Anthony Davis couldn't walk in a straight line.
You get hurt again the same game, and you hurt.
Right, yeah, like
you hurt. You hurt, motherfucker. You hurt.
This man was hurt. Devin Booker was about to take him one-on-one. Booker ain't even did nothing yet, and AD was grabbing at his leg. I was like, he ain't even did nothing. Like, why is he on the court?
Oh man.
But
I try not to watch Lakers game. I didn't watch any Lakers game. I just bet on them blindly, and I just keep my day going. I bet for the Lakers to win. So if they lose, it's perfect for me. It's all right.
The win-win.
I'll accept that money loss. Yeah.
Did you see Bron switching his number?
Back to 6?
Yeah.
He might be going back to Miami, man. Let's do it. Send it back.
Bron gonna show up like 325. Get some of that, get that Miami pack in, and be back throwing alley-oops, jumping from the 3-point line.
Hey, I know with the COVID stuff, I knew it was hard for him to travel and get his real recovery in.
Get his medicine.
Get his medicine, yeah. It's recovery, yeah. $1 billion of recovery. That's how much surgery and flights cost.
That's how much it costs to keep the shit on ice while it fly across the country.
Hey, I ain't got no problem with it. Kobe did it a while back. Combat athletes do it all the time. Going to Germany. Panama is where they go
Mm.
for the was it the growth hormone?
Yeah.
When they get like it's the stem cell research. I'm sorry, stem cells.
Like
You
the
got the
growth
injuries,
and
and they apply the stem
regeneration and
cell
all that
to it.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, so regenerate your body fast and all this shit. So I remember seeing like different get you that's way. I remember seeing different like celebrities and kickboxers talk about getting that to repair their limbs and all that stuff. It's just great for recovery. So on top of being a billionaire, being able to pay for recovery, I'm sure the travel restricted him a lot.
I'm trying to I want to know how much it costs for if I just wanted to get that knee surgery that Kobe got in Germany. Like if I'm just like, hey man, my knees hurt. Like I'm just a regular nigga. I'm not going back to play for the Detroit Pistons. I just want to. I'm gonna go to Germany and get my knees fixed, and I'm gonna go to wherever the fuck Floyd went and got that new hair on his head.
Oh man,
that man paid top dollar.
It's a disgrace, man. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace, man. He looked like Eddie Munster, man. He looked like Eddie Munster. It's a disgrace. You can't pop up after 30 years. You know what I'm saying?
He had like Teen Wolf.
He been bald since like 98.
Legit, like the last time I legit remember when hair was when he was in the Olympics. I think that was the 90s. I think that was the Atlanta Olympics. Yeah. That's the last time Floyd had a fade. And this man was bald for 20 plus and show up with the 50 Cent fade, full beard.
The beard's growing in so fucking mangy. It's growing in like a real wild animal. He really got like wolf DNA.
I'm telling you, he looked like when he was fighting whichever part, like before the real fight. I was like, he's like Teen Wolf, man.
Yeah, he legit looked like Teen Wolf. He looked. And let me talk about whatever Paul brother that was. Yeah. I forget which one.
I don't matter.
Anybody who he fight that's not bigger than him is gonna have a problem.
Yeah.
Because if I just went 8 rounds with Mayweather and he ain't knocked me out, then that means anybody else, you're gonna have to scrap me out. You're gonna have to get it in blood right there in the ring.
And it wasn't like he wasn't getting hit. Like Mayweather put more than a couple on. He just ain't drop him.
Mayweather couldn't drop him. That's why he couldn't drop him. So if you can't get dropped by Mayweather, and if they're not a professional boxer, another basketball player come, don't even worry about it. They're getting washed.
Man, they're getting washed. You see Ocho get knocked out the damn ring.
He's getting punched. Yeah, he's getting hit hard. He was getting slung.
Listen, he took it in stride. I was like, I don't know how else he was supposed to take it, man. He was getting his ass whooped up and down the ring.
Yeah, he's getting lifted when he's getting hit to motherfuckers too.
I thought he tripped over his feet.
Who was he fighting? Was this dude supposed to be like a professional?
Not that I'm Mr. Boxing scene. I had never heard. I know he's some type of boxer, but I never heard of him.
Because he was throwing some wild ass, unprofessional ass punches. He's throwing some wild ass punches.
But that's that Jake Paul punching Floyd in the back and shit, man. I was like, he didn't read the rules. He just pushing buttons.
The other brother is the better one. That one is he's just bigger. Whatever one, I think this is Logan. The other one can actually
fight for real.
Fight. Yeah, when he fight Woodley, that's gonna be a real fight. Woodley's a real fighter. I think it's sometime in August.
Okay.
They're gonna actually train for it. He gonna need to train for it.
I appreciate that. Like, unlike, and we talked some boxing last time, but like when they say they said this shit was gonna happen, Mayweather, Paul, June, whatever. This shit ain't get pushed back. It ain't get changed. Ain't nobody back out. Ain't nobody put on too much weight or fell a drug test or nothing. They said that shit was gonna be June 1st, and that shit was June 1st. I appreciate that. Boxing is like you be wanting a match in January. It's like, yeah, okay, they're gonna fight in December. Then it get to October and somebody get hurt, somebody fell a test, somebody push it back. They don't fight for 18 months.
That's because these ain't boxing promoters. These is just these entertainment dudes. These just these Triller dudes.
Yeah.
These ain't no box promoters. So the reason why we don't get Fury and Joshua is just because of promoters. Like the promoters just can't come up with a fair split and with their own split because the fighters will fight whenever.
Right.
But with Triller controls everything. They control both of the fighters. They can do all the promoting. That's why in the UFC, these cats don't get paid all these big amounts of money because they're not a part of the promotion. Right. When Floyd said he get a $200 million check, Mayweather Promotions is doing half of the promotion
that,
for the shit.
Yeah.
So of course his check is bigger.
Cause I saw like Floyd's thing, like if he fighting, he insure both fighters, he insure the arena, he pay all that up front.
Yeah.
Knowing that on the comeback, they're gonna put 200, 250, whatever for one night of work.
That's why he do the co-promoting. So he gonna get the biggest check because he's a fighter. He's getting a fight check and a promotion check. I mean, and he's getting the tickets coming in the arena check. I mean, when you fill up,
he got half of the
getting all that, getting everything. That's a lot of hats. He's wearing a lot of different hats.
And
but like UFC,
he had 10 million for endorsements. Like the shit on his shorts, the OnlyFans hat. I think I saw he said he got 10 mil for that.
He's sponsored by Hublot every time. What you think he getting from Hublot? He's sponsored by Hublot the last 10 years. Triple G sponsored by Hublot. How much you think they getting you to Hublot? You ain't getting $10 a read from them motherfuckers.
Nah. It's one of those like you don't even know certain places. Well, I was watching tennis. I was like, tennis got some like Rolex, Hublot, Mercedes. Like, tennis got the
big dog sponsors.
Yes,
big dog sponsors.
I gotta watch the fucking NBA and see Papa John's or some shit. But I don't know how I feel like the boxers fighting a blogger or whatever. Because it's like on one hand, like Floyd gonna be able to eat good. He ain't gonna have to take no real damage ever again in his life.
Yeah.
Like if this shit was available for Muhammad Ali could have been fighting fucking Keedron Bryant, man. For like young black man for like 10 mil a pop, man. He wouldn't have been in there getting his head rung by Larry Holmes and Trevor Burbick and all them. But on the other side, it's like damn, like you run up a following on YouTube and you could just fight the best of his era. Like not a good boxer.
Yeah.
The best of his era. You can y'all just run 8. Just run a quick 8.
That's what the money do, man. That's what the money do.
Apparently, shit.
That's what the money do. Because they was talking like the 50 million. I don't know if he got 50 million. He got a lot of money, so that's what count either way. No, either one of them.
Yeah.
But Floyd wasn't a promoter in it, so he didn't get a promoter check.
Okay.
And they was talking 50 million. 50 million is like the cap on what they could get from pay-per-view. Gotcha. But you can't say you made 50 million when 50% of your money is coming from pay-per-view.
From pay-per, yeah.
So we got to see the numbers first on the 50 million. You know, Floyd, he a habitual liar. The lies just fly right out. You know what I'm saying?
Is it lies or is it like CTE, man? Like that nigga, even boxers,
it's definitely both of them.
Like 4 years old.
Hey. It's like the people who put the spaghetti sauce with the noodles. It's that right there. It's both of them. It's both of them. It's boy out of his mind.
Either or, yeah. So I mean, but like you said, we're gonna end up seeing Jake Paul knock out Mike Tyson, Sugar Ray Leonard, or something for $8 million. I'm like,
Sugar Ray Leonard.
Fuck this sport, man. Yeah, finna knock out Roy Jones, Antonio Tarver, or somebody for $4 million on TikTok.
I mean, people buying it. Like people buying a sideshow. Like, you know, I'm not a. Of course, everybody like YouTube. Like YouTube is just this. YouTube is just this thing, right? I can watch YouTube for 24 hours straight and be the dumbest shit ever, but it can get me through anything. Get me through however much time I got. Right. I didn't know these dudes were such big. Like they got like 20-some million subscribers on. That's huge. Yeah. And YouTube is legit like it's the hardest one to monetize off of. But it's like once you get there, you go. I was sitting here today trying to look up what you got to do to monetize YouTube, what you got to get, because I know they changed the rules.
Yeah.
But you got to get like 1,000 subscribers. You got to get.
Because I was like, I'm not even going to like. You got to do it consistent. I was like, I'm not going to do this enough to maybe. This don't seem like it's
1,000 watch hours. Like people got to watch your shit 1,000 times. 1,000 hours. I'm sorry. So how many videos you got to put together to get 1,000 hours? And depending on how many each view get or whatever. But to get 23 million subscribers,
that shit crazy.
That means they'll watch anything, right? Because they do goofy shit. They do dumb shit. They don't do anything with like meaning. They just do, goofy.
What? Yeah.
I'm rich. At this point, they just do goofy. I'm rich shit.
Like, yeah, I'm rich and I'm 21. Like, that's
Yeah,
it.
we're gonna take a 4-wheeler and fucking,
Set it
drive it
on
off a
fire.
waterfall with a parachute.
38 million views.
Don't even matter.
Like the thing, I guess it's probably just me underestimating. I thought it would be like okay, yeah, like they'll follow you on YouTube. YouTube is like free. Are they gonna pay to watch you? Are they gonna show up? And it's like, yeah, no, they definitely will.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like because like you watch somebody for like 5 years for free. It's like, listen, I can buy his pay-per-view fight. You know what I'm saying? I can throw. He done gave me 100 videos.
50
give me through my work.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I can throw him. I could put down $50 for a fight. So
50 is a lot, though. 50 is a lot.
Not me per se. Not me personally. But
50 is a lot for.
Yeah, I can't pay the Virgil, man. I'm not gonna be able to do
it. For Logan Paul versus Mayweather, you gonna pay $50? Like, holy shit. Yo, it's like wrestling, dog. Like, they found out with wrestling these days that there's never been a smaller group of people watching. Like, Monday Night Raw might get 1.3 million people a week, right? That's the smallest number wrestling's ever had, ever. Even back in like before people even had TVs. In the 30s and 40s and shit like that, they would fill up arenas, 30,000,
city to city, state to city,
every week. But the small amount of people they have now is spending more money than people have ever spent. Ever. So that's why they make so much money on merch. People buy shirts, dolls. You got kids. That's why wrestling is gonna stay with the kids shit. Because you buying Funkos, whatever those little fucking
the big head, Lego
dolls
or whatever. Yeah.
You buying shirts. You got kids there where they buying whatever they want to buy. And I mean, that's just how, the Logan Paul, they get them. Like, these people that are watching shit now pretty much pay for anything.
Right.
They'll buy anything. They'll buy any type of merch. What kind of stupid ass shirts we done seen pop up on the timeline? Somebody wearing it's okay to have herpes, like whatever, I got 3 baby, stupid, goofy shit. People spend.
I'm black and I breathe the air. Yeah. I'm black and I drink water. $72. Yeah.
And people buying these hoodies be like $50, $60. And people buy it. So I think we at the point where people do anything or buy anything.
Yeah.
I need to find a way to get into that.
Listen, but at a certain point, when do they when did the Paul brothers realize it's like, hey, we actually don't need Floyd Mayweather for this?
Oh, they know that.
So they be like, I don't know if the Paul brothers will fight each other, but I'm sure it's like other good big YouTubers out there. It's like he gonna fight. I don't even know. What's Mark Andrews, the instigator Mark Andrews dude?
Well, they got because of Ocho, you could probably get a bunch of people that want to try it out.
Oh yeah.
Just because Ocho tried it out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you probably gonna have some people that got some legit, let's scrap it out, some beefs that's gonna fall into this somewhere.
True.
It's already kind of going with NBA players, retired NBA players threatening each other and shit. Put it in the ring. Triller for $700,000, they'll do it.
Listen, let Kwame Brown and Matt Barnes.
Oh, they don't want that smoke. They don't want that smoke with Kwame. Yeah, already see they don't want that smoke with Kwame. You already see it. Gilbert Arenas said immediately.
Listen, Gilbert brought guns to work and was on Instagram comments talking about, hey, big dog, like, hey, you got it, man. We were just having some fun, man, like we used to do in the old days, bro. You got it, big KB, bro. I ain't even tripping like that, man.
Yo, within 24 hours, he already had I ain't on it like that statement out.
Hey, listen, that's slick. Kwame Brown finna do that. Kwame Brown been running up like the YouTube.
He up there. I seen this page. Yeah. He got like 400,000 subscribers.
That's right. This man, he drive faster than anybody I ever seen. Every video I ever seen, he in a car driving 100 miles an hour, not looking at the road. He got one hand on the camera, one hand on like a Red Bull.
I don't know what they be driving.
Recording straight.
Yeah, I don't know where they be driving at.
I think
straight
like
dirt road.
He got to be in like like South Georgia, where he from, where it just ain't trees and dirt.
It looked like off a levee in Mississippi somewhere.
Yeah,
like
it ain't nothing but. I'm like, he's driving so fucking fast, man. Like he's doing 85 miles an hour. So
but he's like I've seen some of his videos. He's like a halfway MAGA.
He out there
type. Listen, yeah, he a conservative. Like
he's out of there.
He country, he ghetto, but he enough country to be,
Yeah, listen, it's just South Georgia,
church side.
Yeah, like you look like the political map, South Georgia, all red. That's where he grew up. He just grew up around the black folk, but it's still all red. The man said, "Y'all want to play cards all night, smoke weed, punks." It's not like Clint Eastwood, man. Kwame Brown's like a 35-year-old black. We're talking about y'all want to smoke weed and play cards all night. Hell yeah, I want to smoke. Like what? What you mean?
Like, fucking right. That's what I want to do. Kwame, what the hell?
That's literally all I want to do.
Of course, is what I want to do.
Man, Barnes said, "Man, I'm just working on me right now, honestly."
Yeah, they know. They know. They know. Because Steven Jackson, and I think that's why he came at him, because Steven Jackson talked like he is, Scarface, like he was, on the court. Shoot pistols and shit threes. Like he be talking crazy. And for him to just like, nah, we don't want no problem.
They ain't waste no time. It wasn't even like Matt Barnes invited him on the show, but it wasn't even like just come on the show. Both in 2 separate videos. Yeah. Both hosts was like, hey, Mr. Kwame, man, we don't really it ain't even we were just getting some jokes off, man. I get Stephen A. at least was like, listen, I said you were sorry, but you was sorry. Like I didn't.
Stephen A. gonna sue. That's why he gonna sue. They gonna sue. That's a fact. That's for sure. And I don't blame him. Stephen A. is like 50, and Kwame Brown is like 6'10". You better, you might want to. You better sue the shit out of it.
Summer League, a preseason game. Stephen A. be doing like an interview. And you just see an arm just come around his throat. Just Kwame just got him in hell, man.
Hey, ain't nothing he gonna be able to do about it but scream.
Nope. Feet just gonna be like dangling up off the floor.
I don't know if it was fake, dog, but like the first, like I said, in the first 24 hours, when Gilbert Arenas, he said Kwame, him and his brother beat up like 16 bodyguards in the club. I was like, Jesus Christ. These niggas, this is some savages. No wonder you don't want no problems.
But somebody said that, but it was, did you see all the people? It was people in the comments was like, yo, I was in LA when Kwame was, I remember he walked in the club and was putting niggas to sleep or taking niggas, like, they said he was like snatching drinks out of niggas' sections, taking niggas' girls, like pumping niggas' lights out. I was like, oh shit. Oh, like Kwame. That's why they're like, oh yeah, nah. Like,
this is why I wish we had the internet, because we wouldn't have let the media shit on him. Yeah. If we knew, like, all the MAGA shit, that's one thing. Like, if we didn't know about that, if we knew about him just doing all that shit in the club.
Nah, that nigga might be my favorite player, man. If we just find out he just out there scoring 7 points a game, dropping the ball, but afterwards he go out and just run the ball, just run the nightlife, LA nightlife. Nobody say his name, man. He just ghost face killer out there.
Stephen A. did him bad though, man. He did him bad, man.
Another drop.
Hey, he did it bad. You gotta see. That's why I know he's gonna sue, dog. Because I mean, you gotta get beat up.
Yeah.
Like I ain't get beat up after all this time. It's been a long time.
He knew who
he got that much respect.
You remember when he threatened KD? He was like, "I'm not the one you want to make an enemy out of, or I'm not. You do not want to get on my bad side, Mr. Durant, or something like that."
Oh, he went at this man on national TV, dog, early in the morning. It's 8:27 in the morning. He going at KD.
It's 6:22 on the West Coast, and this man. You do not want to make an enemy out of me.
Yo, what's up? What's going on with KD, dog? KD been going at everybody, man. This man hilarious, dog.
Man, I've always liked. I mean, I just respect. He's just an incredible player. And when he was like tweeting before, I was like, oh no, I really fuck with KD. And then he stopped. And then he started tweeting again. And then he was like, oh, like Golden State was just like a whole weird era for him. Now I feel like he like I'm doing what I want. If I want to tweet, if I want to argue, if I want to call Michael Rappaport a bitch or whatever, if I want to call.
Yo, he's going hard at Rappaport. Holy shit.
Hey,
he's
man.
going hard at. Those was fighting words.
He was like, hey, man, we talk to each other like this all the time. I said, y'all do? Y'all talk to each other like this? Yeah. Okay.
Rappaport was a pussy though. Because what we know him for the entire time we've known him is being a loudmouth and going at people. That's his exact thing. So yeah, it's hilarious, but that's how quick he can be a victim. Just that fast.
He flipped the table. He said, "Did you see what he called me in this private message between?" And Durant got fined off that. That's what made me mad. If I'm Durant, I got to pay. I think you got to fine $50,000
for what? Like, is Rappaport in the NBA? Is he a point guard?
Right.
For why?
You got called or fined $50,000 for calling somebody a pussy or whatever he called him in an Instagram direct message.
Yeah. See, that's why he public enemy number one. That's why he public enemy number one. He let him express themselves, but only how we want you to express yourself. You know what I'm saying? What do you got this man? This is an Instagram message. $50,000. Somebody make $50,000 per year. He paid that because he cursed somebody out.
Man, I think Maury got fined like $50,000 for that Hong Kong shit like that. That's the price we talking about.
And I know you may know about this. Where did the fine money go? Where's this going? Is there some charities? Does this go to the old heads, the alumni? Where's this fine money going?
I remember a while ago, it was like 10 plus years. They did a thing. It was like basically, I don't know if it's still the same way. It was like all the money, like Kevin Durant paid that $50,000 back to the Nets. And at the end of the year, they decide on stuff. So if they were like, I mean, it's Kevin, if he don't have too much other stuff, they'll probably just give him his $50,000 back for the most part. Sometimes they'll give it like partially back. But I thought about that too. I was like, what are they doing with this money? They just find Doc Rivers. They just find Maury. They find Magic a couple years ago. It's like, where's this money going?
Why can't 25% go to some children somewhere? I don't care where they at.
25 to the kids, 25 to the like retired players for they like pension and all that stuff, and 50. I mean, I say give it all to charity. Like what the league offers.
It all should be charity.
Yeah.
That way we can see more motherfuckers get cursed out. Actually,
right. It's like, okay, you can get $50,000, but you can get like if Kevin Durant was like, I get to give it wherever I want. It's like I'll call him a bitch all day if I can make sure it goes to the Boys and Girls or wherever he want to. His own.
Like I wanted to get to claim that because if you go to a charity, you can probably, you could claim that as a donation. Go to the charity, etc.
That's probably what the NBA probably take their money and then they donate it as a check, one lump sum. Everybody's fine money. NBA just gave $6 million to Meals on Wheels.
Public enemy. I told you. He's slowly ruining the NBA. We are slowly getting the shit. Look what I just said. You asked me earlier about the Pelicans. It don't even matter who we get. It don't. Who cares? It don't even matter. Don't matter. How many teams doesn't? It don't even matter. Phoenix just out of fucking nowhere. Just they just good. Trash. 15 years.
I can't even
get a gift.
It was one of those like listen, they found their star in book, but then outside that, it's like, listen, y'all been picking top 8 for 10 years. Like, y'all can't hit on some of them. And they hit like Ayton. Yeah, Ayton looking like a star, man.
I don't know. I don't like any of the bigs that it came out the last like 3 years. I'm not a huge fan of like Bamba or Wiseman, and I'm not.
Oh boy, they hate Wiseman.
I'm not in on Wiseman. Like
Bagley, Jaren Jackson.
Halliburton would have been a better pick than Wiseman for Golden State, right?
Oh, absolutely.
In hindsight, how many picks in hindsight was better for Golden? Melo is definitely it should have been done.
Hold on. Yeah, let's pull that up. Because the thing at the time, I thought the Bulls should have took Halliburton at 4th. That's how high I would have took him. Because I was like, he's cold.
Perfect for them too. But
like, he's not gonna be
Kobe White. They got to figure out Kobe White's
position.
Like he should have his own team.
That's how I feel. Like he and Levine, like both of your guards can't be guys that need to score 20.
Yeah.
Like you need somebody that's somebody got to set somebody else up. What an old draft. The hell I found an old draft. But
I just think,
why you don't like the bigs?
I don't see him as like the best bigs in the league, right? I think we probably have more great bigs now than in a really long time with Embiid, Jokic, and however many else. I just don't see how Wiseman fits in with that. I don't see how Mo Bamba in spurts. He actually was putting us some good stats. I seen some, 14
the end
and
of the
14.
year, he was looking all right toward the end of the year,
but he didn't play the whole fucking year.
Right.
Who else? Wiseman, them. Who else? I said Ayton. He's doing good, for his position. For right now, I mean, it's like his second year in the league, but maybe I'm judging cats. I'm judging people off Morant. I'm judging people off of Luka. Like these are the same picks. These are the same ones and twos. And you can see obviously Morant is already big time.
Right. Like this is 2018. I say eight. He's not gonna be 25 and like Embiid or whatever. But it was like first playoff series ever. He had a good series against the Lakers. He was shooting like 80% from the field, double like almost every game. This first game against Denver, he pretty much played Jokic to like a draw. Like he played about as well as you're gonna play. Jokic didn't go off scoring. He didn't get to the line. He didn't have 15 assists. That's about as well as you could do. That's the thing. It's like, is Bagley gonna do that? I don't see it.
But look at Luka. What pick is that?
Third.
Okay.
That's ugly, man.
Luka in Phoenix, they already good.
Oh, easy.
Him and Booker's already top notch. It's already top notch.
Sacramento ATL next to Luka is gonna be ugly for the rest of my life, dude.
What's the cat who got inherited at the end of the year? Fox.
Oh yeah.
Fox, you probably move him at the 2. Him and Luka.
Oh yeah. Well, that you know why the Kings didn't pick Luka, right?
Because he's good. He's a European player that is actually good.
You know why else they didn't pick him?
Why?
Because when Vlade Divac was the GM at that time, Vlade, I think, played with Luka's pops, like back in the old country or whatever, and they didn't get along.
Oh man.
That's what it was. That's why you got Marvin Bagley instead of imagine how different their whole trajectory is if they got Luka and Fox right now. And now they got Buddy Hield, man. Like
Luka, you already had Harrison Barnes. Didn't they get another big? They got Bagley or somebody else.
Rashawn Holmes,
yeah,
Holmes. They still had Bogdanovich, bro. You would have had Luka, Fox, Bogdanovich, Harrison Barnes, and find any center, literally any center.
Luka and Fox is enough.
Yeah,
Luka and Fox is more than enough. Jesus Christ, it's more than enough.
That's why, dude. Imagine Luka don't have shit around him now. Imagine if Luka was just in Atlanta with the shit Trey guy. If he had Capella and John Collins and
it would be even
Herder, and it'd be ugly. They'd be in the finals.
Yeah,
I think they legit be close to the finals.
Yeah, because just Luka and Capella is eating up everything.
Right.
Rebounds, everything. Luka got a big man to throw it. Yeah.
But no,
and Lou would probably actually be playing more. Lou Williams. I think he'll be fitting more into their little system.
Yeah.
More than he is now. But I mean, the thing with him and Trey, it'll always be there because of the trade. But Luka is the guy. He's the guy. He's the guy.
It ain't no this people here is like did Atlanta really lose the trade? I'm like, yes, they did. Trey's nice too. Now I'm not gonna say that he's not.
He's really nice.
He's balling. He's not like it's.
Now this is legendary.
It might be 2 different tiers in between, Trey, then a tier, then Luka. Because Luka, if you just look at what he's the first 3 years, how could you put a ceiling on the rest of his career?
It's legendary status. That's what I'm saying. It's LeBron and Jordan shit because this roster is better than those rosters LeBron had in the East back in the day. Because at least you have vets.
Yeah.
These dudes on Paul and Boban badly played, but it don't matter either way.
Kleba and
Paul, Finney Smith Jr., Max Kleber. Come on, man. Josh Richardson.
Yeah.
Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Look at the roster. Brunson, James Johnson, he going, he play for us. That don't matter. Willie Cauley-Stein, I think he's with is he still with them?
No,
he go to Sacramento.
No, he's still with them.
He came from Sacramento
first. Now he in Dallas. Yeah. So Trey Burke, Melly played with y'all. Melly played with y'all last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like this is
look at the roster.
I think that's the thing. Like because it's gonna be. I'm surprised we hadn't seen it already. It's gonna start being. Oh, year 3, Luka hadn't won a playoff series. Trey just won one. Ayton just won one. Morant got there in year 2. Luka could, you know what I'm saying? Or he got there, but he got washed too. And like the way they turn on Giannis. I think they're gonna turn on Anthony Edwards, man. Like he just had too much fun.
The Giannis thing just don't make like look at the stat sheet, dog. You can't ask nobody to get 30 and 13 and be defensive player of the year. And like when you diss him,
like
we dissing it. Well, not we dissing it. People dissing like, oh, MVP. He's MVP like last year. He wasn't MVP in 2013 and 14. So it was last year.
Right.
And the year before that, like I think people get too caught up in what Harden was talking about, all that, skill, just because you can dribble. Yeah. And come on, man, don't matter.
I'm like Giannis last 4 years, 28 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal and a block a game, and he's shooting 56% from the free throw line. Yeah. And it's like
if the free throw number was up, he'd be averaging 30.
Oh, he'd be over 30 easy. And it's like he can't close. I'm like, he got to do that too. Like he got to do like. Middleton can't do none. Middleton can't shoot some of them fourth quarter. Like Giannis got to do it all. And
for Middleton rebounds is like 4, and it was plus 100. So the 4 is plus 100. This man can't rebound. You can't.
Right. He'll probably get 4. Like,
he didn't even get it.
Nah,
he didn't even get it.
Like this is the way I sleep. Like, how you feel about Tatum? Because I feel like Tatum, like he's not Luke. Like the tier in between Luka and Trey, I think that's where Tatum is.
Correct. Yeah, I think like Tatum should have been a Pelican. It was done. I think Tatum is he's the real deal. I think he's the real deal. He just needs to get away from Boston. There's no way I can be happy for him in Boston.
That's what I'm hoping Jalen asks out first.
Jalen's definitely out of there.
I hope Jalen asks out. He come back to the Hawks for like Gallinari and a first round pick or some bull. And then Tatum like, nah, me and Bradley Beal about to go play somewhere. Yeah.
And because Sergeant Walker, he's up out of there. He up out. I knew he was gonna be out of there already.
He said they mad because he tried to trade him. I was like, I mean,
he just got.
You know what I'm like? You like legitimately. You signed with Danny Ainge and was surprised he tried to. Your name was in trade rumor. Like, you know what I'm saying? Is that not Danny Ainge's game? That ain't been his game for 13 years. Put everybody in trade room and don't get nobody.
Surprise, surprise. Why he was hurt? So they're dirty pooling. What did Cleveland actually get for that trade for Kyrie?
It was Isaiah Thomas. It was the pick that became Colin Sexton, and Zizi. The big.
You got Sexton. Okay, you got Sexton.
Right. But they got Sexton. But here
they got Sexton. I give it that. That's all.
But that pick could have been same draft was Gilgeous-Alexander, Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah.
Bridge. Either one of Miles or Mikal Bridges and Sexton. I mean, Sexton cool. He not a miss or nothing like that.
I like Sexton. Yeah, I like Sexton. I like him and Garland.
Yeah, I like both of them like individual players. Are they gonna run to the same like Portland thing? Like y'all just got y'all got an undersized back. That's gonna always put y'all at a disadvantage. Like always.
Yeah.
How far are you really gonna go if that's your core? That's your base.
When they get Kevin Love up out of there, they'll be all right. When they get
So
his
where?
ass up,
Who wants
get up
Kevin
out.
Love, man?
It don't matter. He need to get up out of there because you can't be around them young players, acting a fool, man. You making like $30 million, man. You pouting, kicking the ball up. You make $30 million,
He giving
man.
turn,
Sit your ass down, man.
He make 30 million this upcoming year, and then he got 2 more years at. That's why I was like, I don't know who. I was like, I'll buy him out. The Pistons bought Blake out with 2 years left. I'll buy him out, man.
Yeah.
Just don't come to training camp. Don't come to just stay. Just stay away, man. We good. Because Jared Allen solid. Okoro was all right. They're gonna have another pretty good pick this year.
Yeah.
But I mean,
and with the Rockets, so you trade Capella, bad trade, terrible trade, because he's young. Capella's like 24.
I think like 27. He's not 30. He's not close to 30 yet.
He's not close to 30, but he could have played some extra years in college. I'm not aware of.
He came from. I think he's set for a couple of years. He just turned 27.
He's set for a couple of years. He's been since 14. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He came in. Yeah. First year he played 12 games. Then he started playing like 20 minutes. Since then he been nice.
First off, anybody get a triple double with blocks can be on my team.
Yeah. Capella be doing work.
Be on my team. And second of all, anybody who's over under on rebounds every game is like 14 and a half. Yeah, they can be on my team. They can be on my fucking team, right?
I took Capella yesterday for 12 and a half. I don't think he hit, but I was like, I ain't gonna never see him as low as 12 and a half again. He always get like 16 rebounds. And
it's the playoff. So he gonna play way more minutes. And that's how I go anyway. But the Rockets didn't get Jared Allen. They let him stay in Cleveland. That's a terrible choice. Yeah,
I would have got. That's who I thought they was gonna get. I was like, Jared Allen, Christian Wood, Levert would have been perfect. Indiana. But not. They wanted them terrible picks, man.
They wanted to. What are the picks for? The picks. You know what the picks is for? It's for the same players we've been looking at today. It's for players that they have no idea about, and when they're done with them, they're just gone. They send them to fucking China. Wherever the G League, they just get rid of players because they're not equipped to handle these type of players. That's the reason why the Rockets has been trading parts for 10 years. They've been trading fucking car parts. They've been selling car parts.
Right. Like they traded for Harden. They gave him like Dwight Howard came in, didn't work. He was out. Brought in Melo, in and out. Chris Paul, in and out. Westbrook, in and out.
They had so many players. They had Lou Williams. Averaging 20 when he was with the Rockets.
Harrell.
They had Harrell. Had somebody else.
Beverly.
Yeah, Beverly, but Beverly averaged 4 points.
I'll say that I liked him playing like off Harden more than like Harden gonna do all the ball handling.
Let him hit the open three.
Yeah. Pat Bev hit an open three and guard the other team point guard. That's all you need Pat Bev to do.
Yeah. But somebody like Drew, I don't know if we in the same division, but Drew Holiday would have been perfect for the Rockets. But we trade between the Rockets and Pelicans all the time. We did it for Gordon and Ryan Anderson. And
are Rockets and Thunder in the same? They might because they did the Russ.
No, they're not. It's Pelicans, Rockets, Spurs, and I think
Mavericks probably.
Mavericks in the same division. Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, we trade all the time. We traded players all the time. The last trade we made was for Eric Gordon. Thank God we got rid of him. But he did the same thing. He did the same thing to them this year. When it's time to trade him, he got hurt.
I ain't going nowhere that I do not want to. I remember he should have did that when he first got traded for Chris Paul. He went from the Clippers to New Orleans.
He did that to us. He did it the next 2 years.
Because he wanted to go to like Phoenix or something, right?
Yeah.
I think he wanted to say, he was like, man, please don't match this off. Please just let me go. And they were like, no. He was like, okay, fine. I'm going to be hurt and sorry. So
that's exactly what he been.
Yeah.
Exactly what he been. Exactly what he been. But like, I'm thinking like, let's say Dallas, right? We was talking about who wants to go to Dallas?
Right.
Who wants to go to Dallas? Like, at this point, it's hard to even say what these players even want to do. Like, do they want to win? Do they want to play with their friends or whatever?
Right, live in a big place or whatever. Yeah.
KD, he's KD, and they're already rich. So him kind of putting himself out of pocket with Golden State, because he could have made more with Golden State, I believe, and staying.
Yeah, he gave up money, and even the three or 4 years, he gave up money every single year, so they could keep Iguodala, they can re-sign everybody else.
So he had a plan, right? He had his own plan for his own legacy, etc. Whatever. But he's Durant. He can do some shit like that.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants.
He can do some shit like that. He can do whatever he wants. He can play for anybody. And he's pretty well off. They're gonna at least make the playoffs.
Right.
But how these other teams regroup? Like, I don't know anything about college. I don't know who's coming out. Is the college?
It's supposed to be like a top heavy draft, is how they saying. But the thing, like they said, that's why I really don't hardly trust. Like they said last year was like this historically bad draft. Nobody wants to have a pick. Nobody wants to be in. And we see LaMelo balling, Edwards balling.
People,
Baines was balling. Isaiah Stewart, like just mad rookies contributing all over the place. So this draft is supposed to be like, let me see.
I like Detroit's rookies, Sadiq Bey and all them. I like all of them.
Yeah, Bey, Stewart, Hayes, they all look solid. Like it's supposed to be like these 5 dudes. Cade Cunningham, he's cold. Mobley's cold. Suggs, Green, and Kuminga, they were in the G League, so I didn't see as much of them. But apparently, people love Jalen Green. They're like, he might go number 1 depending on the team that gets the first pick. So it's basically these 5 guys. Then after that, I mean, it's a crapshoot, man. Like, it always is, but like they got this dude 22. White dude from Gonzaga, 22. They got him going top 10. It's like y'all picking a 22, 23-year-old guy top 10. The Kings are going to develop that. The Kings are going to develop that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if you getting this, that's why like if Houston get Kate, like Cunningham, I think he that deal. I think he's solid. Mobley's good. Suggs is all right. But Jalen Green, he's the one that's supposed to be like the guy.
And I'm not too familiar with European football, but usually, like, I know there's different leagues, but when you trash, you stay in a certain tier, right? You don't really get to play against in the big games or whatever.
Yeah.
How many years is Sacramento gonna be trash?
Forever, dude.
Like. This is like 20 years.
They ain't been good since Chris Webber, man.
That's 20 years ago. Yeah. Like that shit was when they got cheated by the NBA and the NBA refs against the Lakers. They got cheated. It's crazy how we all know they got cheated because the referee went to federal prison for cheating. He went to federal jail.
This wasn't a rumor.
It wasn't a rumor. He went to jail.
No speculation or
And I don't know if we talked about the way he knew how to call the games. Like if a coach would complain about not getting calls, they would bet against the opposite team and just give that team all the calls.
Yeah.
But you just bet the opposite team.
Yeah.
And it's just easier that way. And then this same dude, I posted an article about it. And one season called Scott Foster 174 times. This is you can Google it. You can type in Scott Foster 174. No man calls another man within 1 year period 174 times.
I did see that. Did you see the Chris Paul shit?
Yes.
Chris Paul's lost 11 straight playoff games.
In important games.
Was it Scott Foster? I'm trying to find it now.
I think it's Scott Foster. What's the other dude name? Tim. Type in Tim.
Oh, Donaghy.
Yeah, that's who called him.
134 Tim Donaghy calls. God damn.
It's from the Boston Globe. Even Boston Celtics worry about getting cheated. Even they worry about getting cheated.
Oh man, nah, that's tough. It's a Foster's official received 134 phone calls between October 2006 and April 2007. The same period.
That's 6 months.
The same period during which Donaghy admitted to betting on NBA games. The report said Donaghy called Foster more than any other ref, and he didn't call any other official more than 13 times. And he called Scott Foster. Listen, I don't think I've called my mom like on the phone 134 times, like in my life, in my whole life. I don't think I've called her 134 times.
I told you, dog. They know.
Oh, they got the call. He called this man at 10:34. He called another referee at 10:35. He called the middleman at 10:36. He called Foster back at 10:39. These are 4 calls to 4 different people in 5 minutes. Like this is nefarious behavior, man. Like there's nothing good about this. And Scott Foster's still just chilling in the league.
And he's in every important game. What's the he was in the Dallas Clippers game 7.
Clippers game.
He reffed that. This is public enemy number 1. There's no reason this dude should be reffing.
Nah, he should be how is he at the very least? It's like, okay, we couldn't prove it, but you can't be a ref anymore, dog. Like, go ref college or some shit. Go ref overseas. You cannot ref our game anymore. This motherfucker doing the NBA finals, man. Like
the NBA, he's doing all important. He's a senior ref.
Yeah,
just like the dude before him that was cheating, in my opinion, Crawford.
Joey Crawford.
He used to do terrible fucking calls.
Oh man, you got to be
terrible calls.
Tim Duncan hates your guts, man. Tim Duncan don't even know, like he don't even know his teammate's name. He don't smile, he don't laugh, like he don't get nothing. But he was like, man, fuck Joey Crawford, bro.
Dog, 134 times. There's no way in 6 months. That wasn't no damn Scott Foster at the top.
Right? No way. What? This man been reffing 27 seasons. Yeah, he's 1,500 regular season games.
It's time. It's time to go.
187 playoff games.
19 finals.
And 19 finals. His most memorable assignment, Game 7 of the 2010 finals between Lakers and Celtics. He worked with 2 of his mentors, Dan Crawford and Joey Crawford. Like, come on, man. Like you said, a young prospect, he out training with Jose Canseco, man. He put on 40 pounds of muscle. He called Jose Canseco 136 times in 4 weeks. He hitting 50 home runs a year. It's like, you thinking, what you mean? What you mean?
All right. And yo, when was that article written by the Boston Globe, the one you went to?
Yeah, let's see.
When was that written?
That was June 2012.
All right, so that means they already got
9 years ago.
They already got fucked in the finals one against the Lakers, and that's why they called it out right here. And it's LeBron playing, so you already know LeBron will get no calls, 0. I don't think LeBron may have found out one time ever. There's no way. There's no way. You can tell me that LeBron has never one time.
Right.
You can't. That's not even like. It's not even possible.
I think the wild shit. Not even that. It's like that. You don't like. I feel like you never see like. Oh, LeBron picked up 2 early ones in the first.
You never see that.
Like that's the shady shit to me. Like you're not gonna get the like you if it's a close call, you're not gonna call 5 and 6 on LeBron. But it's never like, oh, that's a ticky-tack foul. Now Bron's got 2 in the first 6 minutes. You know what I'm saying? What do they do here?
When last time you seen Bron with 3 in going into after halftime or something?
Right.
It's never even been that.
He's sitting the last 4 minutes of the first half because they don't want to pick up his 4 foul. Like they don't.
And then I think he'd been ejected like once. I think he'd been ejected one time. That was in Cleveland when he went back to Cleveland.
Let's see.
Because KD been ejected like 8 times. His first Warrior year, the second Warrior year.
That nigga was a bad boy.
He fouled out 8 times?
That's news to me.
Holy shit.
He's fouled out 8 times and been ejected once on November 28th, 2017.
That's when he was ejected. Yeah, I remember that.
Cavs were playing LeBron's former team. Yep, he stole the ball from James Johnson. LeBron tried to go coast to coast, but Johnson bumped him. LeBron missed his shot. James ran over to the referee and screamed at him because he thought Johnson fouled.
When did he foul out? Because I bet he fouled out before he had the crown. We gotta find
I need to see when he. Oh, here we go. Oh man, I'll say this about the numbers. There's too many like numbers in the sports, but you can literally search for like any number ever. I definitely appreciate that shit.
Stat Muse is fucking beautiful too.
Here we go. Is that this year? No, I want to see when the last time he fouled out of a game. I want the times he fouled out of a game. 8 times feel like about 6 too many.
Yeah, if like I don't. And 8 times over 18 years, let's just put it into context too. Like that's not a lot. It's not a lot. It's 82 games. LeBron play 100 games a year.
This game 4 of I don't remember this. Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals. So this is back when he was he fought game 4 in the Eastern Conference Finals back when they was playing the Paul George Pacers for the 5th time. So that was only the 5th time. So since he's been in Miami, he's fouled out 3 times. He don't play for 3 teams since like
that was 2012.
Yeah, this man fouled out like once every 3 years, pretty much.
He played like 800 games.
Always have the ball. Always drive the lane. Like, but there ain't no charge go the other way. That shit funny, man. Like I said, they was talking about like Bron switching his number because they said he wants to get 2 numbers retired in LA. And I said, is he gonna get 1 number retired in LA?
No. First of all, how many numbers LA got retired already?
That's what I'm saying. Like, this
ain't
is
too many left,
bro. If he did this shit for the Kings, yeah, you retire his number. This is the Lakers, man.
Yeah.
He's been there 3 years, missed the playoffs, bubble ring, lost in the first round.
Gentleman sweep in the first round.
Huh?
A gentleman sweep in the first round. It wasn't gentleman sweep. It was 6-2. It was 6-2. I forgot about that. I mean, it was 4-2.
Yeah.
It was 4-2.
But that's like that get your for the Los Angeles, that get your jersey retired?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
He got if he break the all-time scoring record in a Lakers jersey, then they probably got to do it. But outside, I mean, if he win 2 rings, then. But like we retire somebody, like they gonna retire Trevor Ariza jersey, like Meta World Peace. Like who? Paul Gasol? Is Paul Gasol gonna get it? He contributed to 2 rings.
You think they're probably gonna get another star, right?
Who though?
You can get whatever you want. I mean,
but who gonna be the? I think Kawhi. Before the whole Clippers thing, I do think the Lakers was closer to getting Kawhi than.
Yeah, I think too.
Thought. Yeah, like I do think they was probably. I feel like he probably said, like, I'm going to LA. If they can get Paul George, I'm going to the Clippers. If they can't, I'll probably go to the I'm going to LA either way.
Yeah. I don't think Kawhi wanted to get under the wing.
Huh?
I don't think he wanted to get under the wing, the LeBron wing.
Yeah. So
because it's LeBron team.
That's where it's like, I don't know who going.
It's going to have to be a real young player. That way, it's a proper torch passing.
Kuzma? Like who they gonna get?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Carl Kuzma. He get his jersey retired? Like he helped win a ring too.
It gotta be a young player. I know Luka. I know he came. I've been saying he can't miss twice with Luka. He tried with the shoes and Jordan got him.
Yeah.
Luka is real deal. Luka in the Lakers jersey, that's a different level.
That's the highest selling jersey of all time. Luka 77.
When is the last white superstar in a Lakers jersey? I'm sure the Aryan Nation is going crazy
Jerry West shit, like
Jerry, 1963.
Gail Goodrich, like 1971 or some shit. Nah, they would lose their fucking mind if Luka.
But I think he might be a Knicks guy though. I think Luka to the Knicks is.
I could see Luka being in it.
I think that's his type of arena, it's his type of atmosphere.
Yeah, I would say that. And again, like I don't know who his agents or whatever are. If I'm his agent, like if you're leaving, go to the East. Do not stay in the West. Just go to the East.
You know. Well, with Durant, fucking Kyrie, and Harden, in that motherfucker, you do better on the West.
Yeah, the thing is, the East top heavy though, but at the bottom you playing the Pacers, the Wizards, you know what I'm saying, like in the play-in stuff.
With the play-in stuff, you never, you don't know who you gonna get.
But I was like the Warriors would have been like a 5 seed in the East. They ain't even make the playoffs. So if I'm an agent for a star, Luka or any star, I was like, okay, if you want to leave, that's fine. I would go to Chicago, go to New York, go to Miami, but go to the East. Do not stay in the West.
Yeah, him in Miami would be nice too, because I know Pat gonna really get his conditioning. You know,
Luka showed about 205, man.
Yeah,
he scored 40 again.
Yeah, he gonna be on that Balco schedule for real down there. Yeah, he gonna be Lou Ferrigno going for fucking layups and shit. It's gonna be some smooth.
He sure they dropped the baby weight for the baby fat. He like 200 pounds, and they bulk him up. Luka show up like 2 years, 275, man.
Yeah.
42-inch vertical, and it's like, oh, man. Hey, give it a rest, dude.
Because I mean, they, and that's what I was saying earlier, dog. Like, what does? Let's see, what teams? Just random teams. Like the Hawks got a good future. The Knicks future is okay,
Hawks,
but
Luka. Come to the Hawks, bro.
Yeah, they don't want to do that. That's too much. How much can him and Trey hold the fucking ball? That's two Hardens right there.
Listen, I'm fine. I don't want nobody else holding the ball. if I got I want Cam Reddish holding the ball. Capella don't need the ball. Capella just catch lobs and rebounds.
Yeah, I forgot Luka played a 3.
Yeah, so it's like, listen, come here. Y'all make every decision basically. And when one of y'all when Trey go to the bench, you just run the Luka show. When you go to the bench, Trey show.
Like you would think with me having Zion on my team, I would be more excited for our future. I'm not excited at all. I'm not excited one bit. Like not one bit, dog.
It's just one of like somebody like the same way they was like, listen, like somebody will go to these teams. Like Clippers was shit forever. They got 2 stars. Nets was shit forever. They got 3 fucking stars. And now it's gonna be like, hey, I do think somebody's gonna have to be the one. I don't know if it's Zion or LaMelo or whoever. Somebody gonna have to be like, hey, after my rookie deal, like I ain't just gonna sign this max like Karl Anthony Towns did. Now he just stuck.
Yeah, he's stuck like a motherfucker.
Like Booker signed the max, and it looked tough for a season, but now they're in the mix. So if you can make like that type of turnaround, but I would hope. I wanted to be Donovan Mitchell. I feel like he keep having all this shit going with the Jazz, man. Somebody just gonna be like, hey, I'm not gonna take it. But he already re-signed. Tatum signed.
Yeah.
Fox signed.
I think Utah is just I think it just might be a beautiful ass place for these motherfuckers to just sit and stay at. Because Wade buying into that team is just so weird. You know what I'm saying? Like something must be going on in Utah.
Gabby Union was sitting on side like, why the fuck are we in Utah?
Yeah,
like you couldn't get in on the Clippers or like, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't own like 1% or 1% of the Heat, bro. The Warriors, like we can't be in the Bay doing some cool shit. We are in Salt Lake City.
You probably got a bigger chunk. He probably just want a bigger chunk.
He probably like 52% on.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But still,
there's probably no way to even get a healthy percentage of the Heat or some shit like that.
I might would take 1% or 1% of the Heat before I take like 47% of the Jazz.
I bet you them Jazz tickets high as a motherfucker.
Oh no,
I bet them tickets high because they've been winning the whole time.
I was gonna say they got a loyal fan. They loyal to racism, but they be they be showing up at the games though.
Yo, what NFL team is comparable to the Jazz? Like You've been at the top of the mountain for like 25 years, but it still ain't winning.
It still ain't.
Because even with Boozer, that Boozer little squad, they were still going to the playoffs and shit with like Deron Williams.
Yeah, that Williams and Kirilenko.
Yeah, so
yeah, that was a good team.
They didn't have a big fall off point. They've been kind of afloat, but they ain't win one yet. Though it's been legit 25 years. Can't think of nobody because everybody in the NFL, they get one.
Well, it's like if you competent at all, you get one, and the non-competent teams will, like the Bengals, Lions, those like not even getting close.
They're not even close.
25 years.
Like the Bengals is more like the the Sacramento, and they're more like the Timberwolves. Actually,
I was gonna say like the Eagles because like had McNabb, they was always in the mix, but they won one. Like
I forgot. They ain't win one since like 1936. Holy shit, I forgot.
Football, like you stay in the mix long enough, you might luck into one. Basketball, like you just run into LeBron in like the conference finals, like 4 straight years.
Then it would be the Eagles, right? Even though the Jazz ain't win one, the Eagles has been in the mix this whole time.
Like been in a whole had like Jaworski and Reggie White back in the day. Randall Cunningham, McNabb.
Late 90s, it was really into it.
But I mean, they finally broke through, and I hope the Jazz don't win. I don't care who win the title. I don't want the Jazz to win. I don't care who else win it.
I guess it'll be the Nets because I mean, you're gonna have to pray for an injury or something because Durant he's looking pretty unstoppable. Like he's looking even more unstoppable than you.
Like he's the best player left, right?
Yeah.
Like I think Kawhi is probably the closest, but I think Durant's the best player. Like we ain't no Steph. Jokic and Embiid are tough, but like you tell me for one game or one series, I'm taking Kevin Durant.
Yeah, he's the best player in the playoffs.
I think he got to be the best player left.
He's the best player in the playoffs, yeah.
And it's like the thing, like the net shit, like during the whole year, people, like everybody, myself included, was like, how the 3 stars gonna play together? How they gonna play together? And the whole time while 1 star is out, Joe Harris learning how to play with them, and Bruce Brown, and Claxton, and all of them. So now it's like, hey, we don't care who play. If Kyrie don't play, cool. We just put in Shamet. Like Clippers gave up Landry Shamet for Kennard, man.
Yeah, and they still got Dimwitty to come back next year.
Yeah,
so they're good for next year too. Yeah,
they also got they got Dinwiddie coming back, and they also got their draft pick this year, which I thought was one of the ones I think this is the last one they had.
Right. Yeah,
so it's like you're not gonna trade that like the 30th pick for a superstar, but if you can just get one more solid, like a Desmond Bain or one of them, like Claxton was a 2nd round pick. Like they know how to find.
Yeah, they know how to find.
Yeah, so if they can just get anybody, then that's a wrap, man. What if they win? If they win this shit, Harden just don't come back, and they still just win it all.
I mean, it's a chance for that because what's the chance of Embiid surviving the whole way?
Man, that's
a torn meniscus.
That's like he got 3 rounds left.
Yeah, it's no way he's gonna survive the whole way.
Like he's won this series. I mean, a wash right now. 1-1. I think they're gonna win, but you still got to get 3 more wins, and then another round, and then 1 more after that,
and then another round against the potential. If it's the next round against the Nets, and if the next round against the Bucks, that means the Bucks played even harder,
right,
to come back from down 0-2. So they're gonna be even worse to try to play against. And unless I check, Giannis have a fucking field day against Philly when they play. He's pretty unguardable when he play.
That's who you think Philly would rather face, Brooklyn or Milwaukee?
All right, Milwaukee.
I would say gotta be Milwaukee. Right?
Yeah, there's no answer for Durant, and for Harden to get hurt, Harden has never been hurt.
That's what was so. That's why I thought like, end of the regular season. I thought, like, not that he was faking, but I did think it was like we just don't need him right now. Yeah. Like as soon as game 1 of the playoffs, he'll be back. But it's like he's like actually hurt. I think they say he'll probably come back maybe later. I mean, ain't no point for him to play this series.
Nah,
like, if they go up 3-0,
that's all right. Yeah,
send him back to Brooklyn, man. Go and get some rehab, some rest, get you some sleep, and we'll see you for the conference finals.
He's never been hurt. He's usually Iron Man. Like he plays all these games with trash players.
He played 38 minutes a game. He handled the ball all the time. And so I was like, he ain't hurt, man. He doing load management. Like, he not hurt.
And I wondered, is that the quick NBA turnaround? Does that have to do with the turnaround, or is just his turn? Because I mean, everybody can't beat Bron. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody can't go 16 years.
85 games or 95 games a year.
Yeah, 95 games a year. Cramps is the only thing we've seen slow him down. Besides, the injuries this year with Bron. And Bron get hurt this year. It looks substantial. Or AD get hurt every year, but
it's like Bron never been hurt, and now he been hurt 2 of the last 3. So it's like, is he fine? Like, I mean, like 36, 37 is undefeated, man. Ain't nobody gonna outrun that at a certain point. But Harden was about as close as you could get, because I was like, Harden ain't playing again. Like, but I feel like he come back for the conference finals. I feel like he'll be.
See, GM Bron is the best and worst thing to me, right? Because obviously GM Bron is what got those Cleveland championships, because it wasn't David Griffin. It wasn't David Griffin. We know the truth.
Trick y'all, man.
It wasn't. He tricked. Yeah, he had motherfucker. He had dark magician. He definitely tricked me.
This man had LeBron and Kyrie Irving and made the easiest trade in the world for Kevin Love, and they was like, he's really done it.
Oh man, it's just terrible. And then the Lakers one, you got the right players, right? Schroeder, Drummond.
I thought Gasol was gonna help, man.
Gasol, these are the right players. Like, we can front this because they didn't work out, but these are the right players.
Yeah, like if AD and Bron was healthy, they're still playing right now. Like, it is what it is.
It is, yeah. What can Bron pull off? Because they need another player. Because if he goes down, AD and the crew can't do nothing.
Nah.
We go down, AD and the crew can't do nothing. And obviously, when AD go down, which is often,
every other game, like,
because in the last year, even AD and Bron said that he made AD play.
Right.
He had knick-knack fouls or whatever. He was not fouls, injuries. He was going to sit a couple games. But now he told him, no, you got to play. So obviously, Bron can't do it all himself. This ain't, them days is over. Phoenix is too deep of a team. And also, how do teams look now with the superstar build? Because you can have the Nets and have 3 of them, or you can have the Phoenix, who just got a fucking deep team. It's got a good team with good coaching. How about that?
It's like Jazz too. Like, Mitchell's good. I wouldn't call him a superstar. He's an all-star.
He's good.
He's good. But that's what I want, because I feel like last year it was like, oh, okay. Like, the Nets got KD and Kyrie. They got there too. Harden and Westbrook, Bron and AD, Kawhi and Paul. Like, everybody had their 2, and the Lakers won with their 2. So I thought, okay, everybody want to get their 2, but the Nets was like, not like, to win, we got to get 3. So I get that. What I've learned, depth and draft picks are overrated. That's really what I've learned, because they have the Nets didn't have no defense, no rebounding, no nothing, and now. All they got to do, like, they gonna score 120 every game. They just got to keep you to 115. They can do that.
And then Bruce Brown, he'll step up, have 15 or 12 or whatever.
They got him for nothing too. Like, that's
from Detroit, huh?
From Detroit. Detroit gave him up for some foreign player, which I think they like immediately cut. So they literally just gave up Bruce Brown for nothing.
It's that Caruco's dude, I think.
Yeah, he about to play 25 minutes Rodion or something. Yeah.
He gonna be in Budapest by the time this podcast come out.
He gonna be a Guangdong duck. But it's like, I don't know what the role for, if you like a 3-and-D guy, if you Robert Covington right now and you watching the Nets about to storm to a title with no 3 or like Joe Harris can shoot, Landry can shoot, Bruce Brown D's up, but it's like, who's their 3-and-D guy?
It's not, because Joe Harris is not. I've been seeing a lot of Joe Harris stuff. Joe Harris is not like some amazing play. He's fine though. He's fine.
Great shooter. He's a fine defender, but he's not a 3-and-D guy.
No.
So it's like before you would say, oh, you just put KD, Kyrie, Harden, some 3-and-D guy. They don't have none of that. Claxton play D, don't score, but he don't
score at all.
Don't need to. So, like, if you Robert Covington right now, you got to be like shaking in your fucking boots. It's like they don't need me. You got to be able to dribble now. If you're gonna touch the ball in the playoffs, you got to be able to like put it on the floor and make something happen.
And it just seemed like they just need cats to get, yo, man, make sure you get your 8 points. You get your 8 and your 10 or your 12, they gonna get 30 and 35 and 4. Like KD and Kyrie, they gonna combine for at least 65.
They gonna combine for however many points you need them to combine for.
Like this is at minimum.
Yeah.
65. Like they gonna throw up. It's no 20-point games for Durant and Kyrie during this time. It's no 20-point games. Yeah. And for Milwaukee, you got a deeper team. You got Drew Holiday, one of the best defenders. What is he supposed to be doing? He's a 20-point scorer, 6 assists for 6 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 steals, couple blocks. That still get you down 0-2, down 4.
Yeah, it's like they had 65 points after 3 quarters the other day. And it's like Drew Holiday can have his best game ever. He's not gonna score like 38 points. That's just not his game.
It's not his game.
That's just not his game. He can have a great game, has 17 points and 6 assists and lock up on the other end.
Giannis need the outside. Middleton needs to be the outside 3-and-D hitting. He needs to be that guy.
That's really what it comes down to. Because it's like, Giannis, even if it look ugly, Giannis gonna do numbers. Holiday, I feel like like the same way Holiday, he don't never score like 38. I feel like he don't score like 5. It's like, damn, Drew Holiday just didn't show up. I feel like he always pretty like in the middle.
It might be 12, 12 points, 2 steals, shit like that. But that's
12, 21, 17, like in that mix. Middleton's the one 25, 25, 25. Now he's scoring like 6.
Yeah, that's not good enough for me. The all-time defense and the Draymond, brilliant coaching mind or whatever with 2 points and 8 points and 6 points.
Right.
That don't fly with me, man. I don't care if he got 10 assists. You gotta have more than 6 points. Cause when there's no Steph, I'm not fucking with it. You can't have 4 points and 2 points, son. Like it's Steph. And then after Steph, no Clay. You got Mulder who barely played. Me and he a scorcher. He barely played. Juan Toscano Anderson.
He playing center for him. Like he came out of nowhere. This man, you're starting center.
Looney. They stopped playing Pascal. Eric Pascal. They stopped playing.
I thought he was solid. Like off the bench, he cool.
I thought he was too.
Yeah.
Just playing Bazemore.
Yeah.
Who the other big they was playing when Wiseman got hurt? I forgot who else.
They just went to
Looney.
And Toscano Anderson. They just went like way small.
So that means you got to have more than 8 fucking points, right? Like you can have career. It'd be the best defense ever. You could be an alien on defense, but 6 points, 2 points, 8 points. Yeah. It's not cutting it, dog. I think that's why I kind of disconnect with the great defenders like Ben Simmons and Drew and Draymond. Because Kawhi is gonna give me 30 of them things when it's important.
Right.
Kawhi's gonna give me 30 of them things and he's shooting 65%. And he getting his spot and you know you can do about it, just like Jordan.
Yeah.
He plays just like Jordan. Short old man game. He get to his spot, he hitting them same shots. He hit the same shots from the same places.
It's like the thing about Kawhi, I feel like he's never like flustered. Like you ain't gonna never catch Kawhi off guard. You could send a quintuple team at Kawhi. He gonna react the same way if he like was just wide. Like he don't panic. He get
pissed off at teammates more than he do about the game.
Oh yeah,
teammates piss him off.
He used to be on Lou Will and Harold's head last year. I ain't never seen Kawhi that every game it'd be Kawhi just looking like this while like Lou Will just run back up the court.
Yeah, but like what other like I'm trying to think of like just great defenders that also Giannis. Yeah. The reason I like Giannis and Westbrook, the reason why Westbrook has always been my favorite player. It's because there's nobody that plays harder
every night
than Giannis and Westbrook. Every game. Every game. Even when they was getting their ass bust, Giannis coming down, trying to hit a three, trying to get in rhythm, getting rebounds, trying to at least
he grabbing some rebound. Yeah, he doing something.
Trying to do something. They was down 35. I would have been at the crib already.
I would have been in the showers, man. Warm my car up.
The tweets have been out already. I would already been tweeting. What's going on tonight? What
y'all getting into tonight, man?
Yeah. Y'all watching what I'm watching. We watching the same thing.
Damn, Dame going crazy, ain't he?
Yeah, you sending salute, you adding people, your salute Dame. They get down 37, third quarter.
Like I feel like it's those. I'll say it don't look the same way as them, but I feel like Jokic the same. Jokic don't have bad game. Like you don't have bad game. Like you ain't even if he's not shooting well, he gonna have 21 and 8 rebounds and 6 assists. Like that's a bad game for you. He bring it every single night. It don't look the same as theirs, but he bring it every single night. So I fuck with
played hard the whole
every
season. Every night. I was watching the stats because it's easy to bet on. It was easy to bet on Jokic, like his over under. Because when Murray got hurt, his assists actually went up.
Yeah.
When Murray got hurt.
Yeah.
And his points went up too. His rebounds went down.
They were just running everything through him. Yeah.
So like if you look at Jokic stats throughout the season, it's like you were saying, it's just consistent, dog. Like he's averaging 25, but he's averaging like maybe like 8 to 10 rebounds and assists. And he's a fucking center.
Every game, dog.
Every single game. 82. 82. So, I understood if I asked this question yesterday. I don't know who I asked. If you take away, I asked Soapy, as a matter of fact, if you take away Embiid and you take away Jokic, what's the better team?
Philly.
Philly's the better team, right?
Yeah, Philly.
Like not even. Well, I wouldn't say it's even close. But when you got Ben Simmons and Tobias,
yeah, like you got score. Like they had the number one defense when Embiid was gone. Like Embiid didn't play half the season, they still had the number one defense. If Jokic go out, they don't have no elite offense. They don't have no elite defense. Like no, yeah. So I would say Philly the better team.
But I feel like it's kind of evening out because Porter this year's been just as good as Tobias Harris.
Yeah, Porter been cooking.
And Murray offensively, him and Ben Simmons, it's not even close. But defensively, he Ben makes up for that. I don't think we've ever had a co-MVP, right?
I don't think so.
This would have been a year forward because I think Embiid.
I don't think we've ever had one.
That's a real fucked up number 2 because his stats there was number 1 seed, right?
Yeah, Philly was number 1 seed.
How many games did he miss? It's not like he missed 25 games. He may miss maybe 10.
Yeah, I know we had I know Jason Kidd and I think Grant Hill won like co-rookie of the year, but I don't think we ever had
co-MVPs, yeah.
MVP voting.
We'd have had it already, more than likely.
Right, yeah. I don't think it's ever happened. That's what I'm trying to see how many games Embiid missed. Because it felt like at the time it felt like he was out for a while, but then at the end of the year you look up, it's like, oh, he didn't really miss that many games. Like they played out of 72 games, he played 51.
That's not enough. That's not enough when Jokic played 70, probably 71.
Jokic didn't miss a minute, dude.
He didn't miss it's all right then. Yeah, okay. 20 games, because I said 20 games, but I'm thinking 82 game season at first.
Because that's I wonder, like if Embiid played like 61 to Jokic's like 71, that's where I think you got a case.
That's what I think you got him. Yeah.
Because like when they were both on the court, I think Joel Embiid was the best player this year. On offense, defense, rebounding, post up shooting.
When you count both sides of the ball, it's not even close.
He was the best player.
Yeah,
but Jokic probably provided more value just because he was on the court more than like anybody but Julius Randle, like because Tibbs players of death, but like this is chaos, man. Like Embiid averaging 28, 29, 11 boards, shooting 38% from three, and getting to the line 11 times a game, and hitting 80. Like that's the wild shit. Dwight Howard used to get to the line 11 times a game. That ain't. He would hit 62% of them. Embiid get there. You can put Embiid there in the fourth quarter and know he's gonna knock down
85%.
80. Yeah, you could put your center at the line in the fourth quarter and know he gonna knock down 2.
That's why they put fucking Ben Simmons at the line. Then Jesus Christ, I didn't know you shoot 85%.
Now listen, like when you talk about like holes in Embiid's game, durability. That's it. That's really it. That's the only hole.
He's Olajuwon. Then he's big Olajuwon. He's Olajuwon senior.
This shoots threes. Like he's shooting 3 threes again, like not a whole lot, but it ain't nothing. And hitting 38% of them, and playing great defense, and scoring 29-30 a game. Like he's different, man.
That's what I mean, bro. Like you got to be if you're a great defender, and you like Avery Bradley, right? Avery Bradley is like on whatever team he's on. Let's say he's the 6th or 7th best player,
right?
But he's probably the first or second best defender,
like defensive option. Yeah.
Draymond is the best defender, but he's probably not even the 10th best scorer on a fucking team, on a team full of G Leaguers.
That was my whole. I didn't think he would really get in like I didn't think Steph was gonna finish 3rd, like in the finalists.
Yeah, that's too high. I
thought that. I was like, I got him in my top 5. I don't know about 3rd.
Yeah,
but
this is narrative stuff.
Yeah, I was like, listen, Steph's second best player scores 5 points a game.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Like he's a great defender, great assist. His second best player. Who else? Second best player scoring 5 points a game.
That's true. I forgot
5. Like again, you talked about at least Gobert double digits. Gobert gonna have 12 or 13. He not scoring 5 on. But here's 5 points on 22%. Like he not efficient.
Yeah. Who's the 3rd best player on the Warriors this year?
Andrew Wiggins, man. Like that's the.
I forget. You know what? Wiggins. Let's talk Wiggins and Oubre.
Okay.
Because I forgot they was on a team. Let me be honest. I forgot they was on a team. I was thinking just Steph and Looney and all these motherfuckers.
No, Wiggins. Let's see, Wiggins. Yeah, 19 a game. Wiggins had a pretty good. I've been on Wiggins' ass, but he had a good year.
He wasn't consistent. I mean, because 19 is not enough.
Well, see, he's like the anti-Drew. Like Drew, if Drew averaged 19, it's because he's averaged 21. Then he scored 17. Then he scored 20. Then he scored 18. Wiggins 19 is because he scored 38, and then he scored no points.
Yeah.
Oubre could not hit a shot like to save his life. And
they took the chance for Oubre too. Oh man.
Like that's your second and third. Your 4th leading scorer is Jordan Poole.
Yeah.
And your second best player averaged 7 points a game on 45% shoot. He a big man shooting plays a big man position shooting 45% from the field.
But even like people might kill me for this. Like those rosters wasn't like even the championship rosters, dog. It's all old dudes, but it's old dudes that just fell into the system. Like starting centers, Andrew Bogut.
Right. Bogut, Iguodala,
Zaza Pachulia,
Sean Livingston, Barbosa.
They went there with Varejao when they lost in 16.
Yep.
That's the starting center. Like
that's disgusting.
It's just a perfect system around 2 and then 3 amazing players, but nobody will take any of those other players. I mean, no offense to those players, but nobody really. You're not saying, "Oh, I want Looney on my team." It's just it don't go like that.
Right.
But for the Warriors, he fit perfect.
Yeah.
But I want no damn Looney on my team.
Nah, I think that's why I don't know how big it's gonna end up being because Wiseman, he's 19, bro. Like long term, I think he'll be all right. But Steph Curry, 32, man. Like he don't have time to play for long term. Steph, Clay, and Dre all 30 plus. Clay coming off 2 horrible injuries. Draymond already scoring 5. Like if Draymond take like another step back, like that's a wrap.
Yeah,
this nigga just scored. He scored 0 points a game and play 82 games next year.
Yeah.
Clay, I mean, I hope Clay get back to it, but I mean, Achilles and the ACL, and you over 30 and play on the perimeter, like that's just a bad mix.
And all you do is run.
Yeah, all you do is running through screens. You chasing people on defense. You moving laterally, and you had ACL and Achilles.
So are you suggesting that the Warriors trade 3 players?
Just one.
And start over?
I
trade stuff, you got to trade Clay. Can't do one without the other.
The thing about trading Clay is, like, if you trade him right now, I don't think you get anywhere close. Like, nobody know what his value is, right?
For who?
Because if he get back healthy, you got fleeced. And if he don't get healthy, like, nobody want to take that risk yet. Nobody want Draymond. Like, nobody want Wiseman. It's time for Steph to re-up, but we're gonna see. They're gonna throw probably 250 at, like, something crazy money wise. But again, like, I don't think Steph doing it for, like, he Under Armour, he good for life. Like, he already got 200 million in the bank.
But he threw it out there. He did throw it out there. He did say you never know what's gonna happen. He did say that, right?
That's why I wonder, because, like, if you Steph Curry, let's see, Steph is 30.
I don't like the LeBron All-Star thing. I didn't like that at all.
They was a little too cozy.
They was real cozy. Yeah, they was real cozy. This Akron shit. This Akron. Oh, what I don't want.
Same hospital. They was rubbing elbow. That's what I wonder about. Because if Steph is like, hey man, like, I'm 33. Like, I'm trying to compete, man. Like, I don't have that many more elite 30-point a night seasons in me. I'm trying to win a ring.
But he's getting 50 million next year.
but here's the thing. If he signed with another team, he gonna get what? 44? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I mean, in 6
months. I'm just saying how you fit that in if you a team.
Right.
Because Westbrook and John Wall's getting flipped everywhere because of this shit.
That's the man. Listen, like, dude, Wiggins made like 35. Like, you trying to, like, I'm all right. Let me find this. Like, this boy Wiggins' agent deserved, like, the presidential, like,
the
Medal of
fucking
Freedom
Nobel Peace Prize. Holy shit!
Here we go. 25.
Oh my god!
Next year he make 29, 31, 33.
Only white Jesus can make it so wonderful like that. That ain't Persian Jesus right there. That's blue-eyed Jesus.
That's
Wiggins 27 million.
Jesus. And he gonna be 28. So he gonna get just enough time to finesse, like, one more trick, one more team. Like, yeah, I finally got it together, nigga. Yeah.
So
he gonna stink.
If you in on Oubre next year, if you I'm saying the outside team, if you in on Oubre, for instance, or you in on Wiggins, or if you get tricked by, let's say, Oladipo, then why wouldn't you go after Clay? Clay is 3 levels better than those players, right? Yeah, like, we don't know what Clay is outside of their system, but I still would take Clay outside of their system.
Listen, I'll take Clay. If they told me Clay only had one leg coming back,
I still would take Clay on my team.
I'd take him over Oubre.
Yeah, get him the Wolverine leg. Get him the.
Okay, yeah. So Clay got 38 next year, 40 and 43. Big bucks.
Jeez.
Big bucks. Listen, Draymond making 24, 25, 27.
Jeez, what's Curry getting 45?
45, and then it's time to re-sign, where he probably gonna. He probably get like 5 for 250 would be my guess. Something similar, about 50.
Nah, that's it. I think this 45 is gonna be it, and then he's gonna restructure somewhere else to win in this later. But by restructure, he probably getting 25, 30. You know, because the 43, 45 is that's just a thank you, Steph.
It's like they signed the old big deal, and I don't know what the caps, because I know this year and probably next, like, the cap went down for the pandemic, but that price is locked in. So it's like, hey, look, I get my 45 regardless.
Yeah.
The cap can be 100, it could be 80 million. I'm getting my 45. Y'all figure that out. But if he legit wants to, it's like, I want to compete for championships, I don't see it in Golden State. I just don't see it.
Yeah. And who could have known a pandemic, throwing off all the arena sales? Because I'm sure they thought the arena sales moving to that expensive ass.
I was like, they just built that fucking $2 billion center and had nobody in that bitch. Like,
they got to be in the hole. Year. Like, they probably not in the hole personally, but basketball wise, they got to be in the hole.
That because California's like the only state not letting fans. Everybody else got 15,000 in there. California's still doing like 42 people, so they didn't make that money. They don't have no playoff revenue, which is where they make back a lot of their shit, and they paying the luxury tax. Yeah. So it's like they are.
And in San Fran, where the population is dwindling, and California it is as a whole, but in San Fran specifically, I believe it's going down.
Well, yeah, they was tired of paying $4,800 for rent.
Yeah.
So it's like they gonna
at minimum at that
for a studio, 48 for something 32 minutes outside the city
at minimum
in a terrible neighborhood. You paying $47.50 for 32 square feet.
But it's like, all right. So Clay is he's top tier, right? He's very top tier to me, because even if
healthy, I think he's
even if the threes don't work out, I'm not sure how that would happen. He's second greatest 3-point shooter of all time. He still plays good defense. He plays great defense. So how long his deal is? The problem is how long his deal is.
Yeah, the years.
Holy shit.
This year and then 3 more. So it's like this, like the whole first year, that's going to just be like a rehab year.
I mean, you take it. I take it easily. You
know for sure. Take it easily. He ain't gonna be himself. This the year you hope it's himself.
Yeah,
that's $40 million, man. He gonna be 30. He already over 30, I think, or he might be 30 because he younger than. I think he might be the youngest.
Yeah, I think he's younger.
He got to be the youngest.
Yeah,
but it's like they got this.
It could have came same year. Him and Draymond came same year, I believe, right?
Okay, yeah, and Draymond did 4 years, so yeah, he got probably 2 years younger. But it's like, again, back to the draft. That's why, like, all their hope is on this Minnesota pick. Because this Minnesota pick, if it's top 4, it go to Minnesota. If it go 5, or I think maybe 6, 5 or 6 or below, it go to Golden State. So they might get the number 5 or 4 pick in the draft. They might get shit. Right. And again, for one more year when all your best players are 30, like kicking that can down the road don't really help you next year. That don't do nothing for you.
Public enemy number 1. You got one move, brother. You got one move. Minnesota does not get that. No, not Minnesota.
Golden State.
No, Minnesota. Whoever got the pick, they do not get it. Give it to Golden State. Because they don't deserve it. Don't deserve it.
It's like on one hand, it's like I want Minnesota to keep it. So like if they get one of these top 5 guys to go with Ant looking like the real deal.
Cat won't be there.
Yeah, that's what I was like. If they don't compete this year, that's where it's like I think Cat gonna be like, hey man, like I tried it, I gave it an honest shot, it just didn't work.
And if Cat go, Russell gone, so you got Ant left by itself. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? That's how I know it's gonna end up for them. Because Cat, he got to go. What? Why would he stay there?
Man, they was talking about. I can't say that. Like they was just online. It was like Wiseman, like Golden State's pick this year, which is it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a low lottery pick, but a lottery pick, and then Minnesota pick, and like a pick next year, like for Cat. Like if Cat asks out,
that's easy. That's easy done. Get Wiseman. Take Wiseman too. So go ahead and send him.
That's what I'm saying. It'd be like, why? It's like, hey, y'all trying to read here. Yeah. Take your young big man. Take these picks. You let us get Cat. I don't know how they're gonna afford that shit, but you figure that out.
I mean, it's all G Leaguers on the team anyway. Nobody's getting paid. Nobody can be getting paid.
Yeah, Mulder makes $750 an hour. So
yeah, like they getting checkers money. Nobody get paid. Like Draymond and all and get paid, of course. But
see, it was either that I wanted Cat to go to Phoenix because him and Booker close, but now Ayton balling. I mean, if you can get Towns for Ayton, normally I say you do it, but if they make the conference finals or the finals this year and Ayton balling, I don't think it's as easy to say.
I think you still do it. I think you still shit his ass out of there.
It's defense. I love Cat, but that man don't play no defense though.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, is how many more seasons Chris Paul got?
Yeah,
right. You got to secure somebody.
Now you got to push your chips in. Yeah,
you got to put them in, especially when you got Booker. Happy right now, so you gotta keep it right there. So you go for the move if you can.
Look, man, I slick thought it was gonna be
if
the
he
other,
anybody.
like Booker, Russell, and Cat are like best friends, and they've said they're gonna play together somewhere. They just haven't decided where, but somewhere. So it's like Minnesota got Towns and Russell. This past year they had the number 1 pick, and Phoenix didn't make the playoffs again. I was like, oh, they need to send that number 1 pick and some stuff or whatever for Booker. Like, hey, son, start over. But then Phoenix went the other way. They traded for Chris Paul and started winning. So that's out. But now I'm trying to get Cat to Phoenix. Because him and Booker and even an old Chris Paul, Bridges, Crowder solid. Like that's a solid team.
The Clippers, right?
Mm.
The Clippers obviously need a big. DeMarcus is not. It's not working.
He's off the bench. He's solid.
He played right. He played in the last game.
Yeah, he played pretty well. Yeah, but
throughout the season he was barely playing.
Yeah,
I think he was playing like 6 minutes, 11 minutes, 16 minutes.
It's like he's like for the Rockets. He was horrible with the Rockets, and then.
So what's going on? Is Zubac better than DeMarcus Cousins? Because if that's the case, either wait for Serge Ibaka to get healthy next year, or Cat is who you go after. Because
Paul George
got enough space. Yeah, easily. They got enough for 3. But if you got to ship out Paul George, why wouldn't you?
I think the only way, because you have to put together like everybody, Beverly money.
Please,
Zubac, I don't know, Kennard.
Please ship it. Oh, if Minnesota would take it all.
I just don't like. You got to put every pick you got. I don't know what pick they got. Like,
they don't have no picks.
Yeah, Thunder got all their picks. That's the only thing.
They got no picks.
Because Beverly and man, I drive y'all's asses to Minnesota. Are you kidding me? We don't have a center that can score 8 points right now.
Boys got picks for 6 years.
We ain't had since DeAndre Jordan, the best center in Clippers history, and he was scoring 11 points and grabbing 11 rebounds a game.
And what happened to him, dog? Like he
don't even play no more.
What happened in Brooklyn? Like I'm sure he got the spot in Brooklyn because he probably set it all up.
Oh yeah. He brokered it, so he got that was his finder's fee.
Because he was with the Knicks the year before.
Yeah, because they was all gonna go to the Knicks. Like DeAndre Jordan, when he got traded to the Knicks, he was basically just doing intel. It was like, hey, like if it look cool, then we'll all sign here. If it don't, then we'll go somewhere else. And he was like, nah, like the Knicks ain't it, man. So
he probably asked all the old heads. He probably asked
what's the deal here? What's going? And they was probably like, man, get out of here. And I think he got like 4 years, $40 million. Like he got a nice finder's fee.
Yeah,
and he don't even play in that's the dream.
He don't play.
Is it courtside seats and getting $10 million per? Man, Nets they end up trading DeAndre Jordan and Bruce Brown or some shit for Karl-Anthony Towns.
Because they ain't got no picks left. Wait, they do have picks, right?
They got one this year, and then after that, I think Houston got like their next like 8 draft.
Because who did they? Oh, Harden. I'm tripping. All right. Oh, it's Harden. It's worth it. It don't matter.
Oh, easily.
It don't matter. Yeah, it's Harden. It don't matter. It could have been fucking 10 years.
Like that was the whole thing. It's like, hey man, these guys are old, and I think next year is the end of all their contract. And it's like, for those picks to be shit, you really only need one of them to stay. Like I feel like all 3 probably will stay at minimum 2. But like if only Kevin Durant stay, you still gonna be handing away the 22nd pick. Like Kevin Durant. So I make that trade 10 times out of 10.
Yeah, I think all 3 of them stay though. I think all 3
I do. Yeah. Especially like if they win this year, I feel like they might take a hair. We find out all 3 of them making $20 million per, and they make some room for Kawhi or some shit. They make some room to sign Lonzo or something. He just get to come pass him the ball.
Please take him. Please send Lonzo out. Because I think it's more like I think even if they lose, it's more of it was so much time they didn't even get to play together.
Right.
Like Harden has been in and out, and Durant was hurt for a little bit, and Kyrie went out for whatever reasons he went out. And then like they probably played 40 games together. There's no way they played 40 games together.
I know, going into the playoffs, it was 7. They had played all 3. They had played 7 games, so they I don't think none of them going nowhere.
Yeah, it's a lesson learned either way if they lose, like I said. So yeah.
But here's the thing: even if it's like, oh, what if they leave? It's like, listen, when you that level of star, when you leave, you getting signed and traded. Like that's just how it gets you the most money, the most years, all that. So what you think you're gonna get in a sign and trade for like Kyrie or like James? Like you know what I'm saying? You can get some picks, some solid players, some trade exception. Yeah, you can get something back. So I would have made that trade in a heart. If I was Houston, I thought they was gonna take Ben Simmons though. Like you rather take Ben Simmons or like all the picks they got?
You know what? Before the season, I would have said Ben Simmons. But
now you don't know.
I mean, this 12-point shit is really killing me, man. This 12 and 15-point shit is killing me, dog. Like I understand he's a fantastic defender. It's really killing me, the 12-point shit. I think he's a real. I want him on my team. I don't want most people on my team. I want him on the Pelicans, even though he don't even fit on the Pelicans. He can find a way to be good on them. I'm just not a fan of this 12-point shit because on that team, John Wall's about to go. There's probably John Wall. They told John Wall to sit the last 15 games. 10 games.
Just take it easy, man.
Get $40 million. He sit the last 10 games. It's the greatest job ever. Like,
hey, some guys have all the greatest
job.
Man. Yeah. I think he got like 2 more. He got at least 1 more. It's not 2. Like this boy John Wall getting paid. 2024.
They definitely got to buy him out. Because if you don't play the last 10 games, you get paid $40 million. There's no way you playing next year.
Come on,
there's no way.
They told his man, please go home.
So Christian Wood is a good 25-point score.
Yeah, that was a good signing for them.
What's the steal they got from Cleveland?
Wall got 44 next year and 47 the year after that. Jesus Christ.
Fucking salute. Holy shit.
Eric Gordon getting 18, 19, and then 20. Christian Wood, the best player on the team and the third highest paid player.
So I think Olynyk's gonna get paid wherever he go.
Yeah.
He's gonna get paid. Exum just can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
And they're not paying nobody.
That's what I'm saying. Like outside Wall, it really ain't no. Like Augustine was just in the PJ Tucker trade,
and look what's coming off the books. Like
that's what Olynyk's off, Exum's off. Brad
they should probably resign the Waba.
Yeah, Bradley's a team option, so they can get rid of that. House was solid. Tate was solid. He'll be Kenyon Martin's kid was solid.
Good.
Porter was solid. Yeah,
Thomas was good too.
Who? Which one?
The KJ
Kyrie. Yeah. So it's like they got some pieces. Everybody dirt cheap. Like if they can get off Wall, because that's where I was like, I don't think they're far. Like if they had gotten either like Jared Allen, so you have Jared Allen and Christian Wood. So it's like, okay, your front court set. You gotta get you just gotta get your back court and your wings. Or it's like if you took Ben Simmons, okay, I got Ben Simmons and Christian Wood. I need to fill in around them. And now I feel like by the time, like they're not going to be good next year. And then it's the last year Christian Wood contract. What are you going to,
Well, without hindsight, or even with hindsight, it might be the same thing. Hero, Duncan Robinson, and let's just say, I don't think Dragic would have been in it.
It probably Iguodala, honestly.
Iguodala, maybe because of the money. Iguodala's probably getting like $20 million.
15, yep.
In hindsight, for what the Rockets need, that's a better trade, right? Because you need scoring from the guard. Well, you really don't need scoring from the guards because Martin Jr. is good. And what's the cat they got from Cleveland?
Kevin Porter.
Kevin Porter. He had a 50 burner. So he definitely can hoop right now. Wall's gonna be off the books. I don't know if they're re-signing Olenek, but I know he's not a Walker triple-double, but he gonna get you 10 rebounds, 8 assists. You know what I'm saying?
After he got traded there, he was doing some numbers. So somebody gonna give him, he'll get a nice check somewhere. But Like for Miami, it's Butler and Bam, but it's almost time to pay Jimmy again. And like Jimmy Butler, not a young man. You know what I'm saying?
Ryan
Like
Anderson?
they still paying this nigga, man. And next year.
So salute Ryan Anderson. How you not even? I ain't seen Ryan Anderson in the league in 6 years.
This man in Cancun. This man been in Cancun for 6 years, still getting checks with the Rocket stamp on him, man. I respect that.
$5 million. Imagine you get 5.4 million, 5.2 million out check.
And know another one coming next year.
Ooh.
But they get like Ariza off, Bielisa, Oladipo. See, that's because the Heat gonna have some money. Because look, like team option. Like if they decline Dragic, that's $19.
They're gonna decline Dragic.
Yeah, they're gonna decline that.
Been too
they're
long.
gonna decline Iguodala.
Yeah.
Like that's Oladipo 21, 18, 15, 12, and 7. That's just off the books. Just gone.
And what's up with Bam?
Man. He's
up and down, right?
It's like he one of those, he bring the defense. He's a defensive guy to be scoring, 16, 17 a game. But his thing was, it's like, hey man, like go at Brook Lopez. Like he can't guard you. I don't think they would have won that series if he was more aggressive. I just don't think they was gonna win that series. But it's like, hey, he can't guard you. Go past him.
I remember at one point, I don't know if it was last year. I'm not sure how long Bam has been in the league. Can't remember how long. He was getting a lot of like triple doubles and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And I just remember one point this year, he had 19 points like 4 games straight.
Right.
Like I just remember looking at his stats line, and he just wasn't getting 20 points.
Right.
But he seems like a 25 and 12 and 6 type of dude.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's because of injury. I know the lineup was kind of in and out the whole year.
Yeah, they had a lot of that. See, I think Ben, like just watching him in college and all that, like his is just he just get better, like 7 points, 9, 16, 19. Like I think next year he'll be in the 20s. He just not one of these like, oh damn, like Jason Tatum just showed up scoring 28 a game now.
Yeah,
I think Bam just a bit by bit, but now he got to be in the 20s next year.
I'm getting spoiled, dog, because like you see even Jalen can put up the buckets. Jalen in Boston, he can put up the buckets when he have to.
Right.
And I don't know, man. I just see all these young cats that can pull a trigger. All these young cats that just came in was supposed to be a bad draft. That could come in and bam, pull a trigger like OKC. What's these dudes?
Like Lou Dort.
Lou Dort. What's the dude that got traded to Detroit? Diallo? What?
Oh, Hammer dude.
Like these dudes is nice. These dudes is 20-point scorers. Like I know it's not, I know it's hard to score 20 points in the NBA. I'm not that not that delusional. I'm pretty delusional. I'm not that delusional. But when you call yourself like all-star, superstar, I think, I don't think there's many superstars as we think. Was this Bron, Curry?
I was gonna say, how many legit superstars would you say is in the league like right now?
Bron, Curry, Durant, Harden, Westbrook.
Ooh, I don't know about Westbrook. I love him.
But as far as his off the court presence, he's seen as a superstar player. Like he's
true. Yeah, he's a superstar player. Yeah, people just know Russell Westbrook's face. That's
Russell Westbrook. AD still star, right?
I'd probably say star, not super.
Star, right?
Yeah. Is Luka there yet?
He's still star. I think he's still
I think it's one of those.
It's the worldwide thing. He might be because of the fame thing, kind of like Westbrook.
I would say if he's not, I think he's probably as close to a superstar as you can be. Like, if he's not a superstar, he becomes one next year. Like he that close.
Because I was thinking him and Tatum are like star approaching about to go through the superstar.
I'm trying. Dame. I would put Dame as because Dame don't have like no all-stars on his team. There are no all-stars on Portland.
But his
McCollum's
name
cool.
a superstar. He's a superstar player and talent.
Mm-hmm.
But does everybody know
like
Dame Lillard like they know?
I think that's. I mean, some of that's probably just like
because I'm thinking of that too. You know what I'm saying?
Like market
Westbrook,
like off court appeal.
Yeah, that's why I was on the fence with AD. Like,
yeah,
I know a lot of people know Anthony Davis. We know him obviously, but you know.
I mean, it's like he getting like AD got like the ruffle, like he getting in a few more commercials and shit.
Yeah,
I feel like so
I
feel he probably approaching Giannis. I think Giannis is a superstar.
Yeah, Giannis superstar.
Embiid, Jokic. I feel like they both. I put both of them into like I
don't know why I feel like Embiid need more years, but he's been in the league like a while already.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would still put them at star level.
Okay.
I would still put them at star level. I know to me the superstar thing is more about like outside notoriety too.
Right.
You know, that's why it's instantly in LeBron and Curry and Durant. Those are just easy choices.
Steph. That really might be because it's like it's a lot of guys I like. I like Trey. He's not a superstar. I like Zion. He's not a superstar yet. Like Ant. Like I think Ant and LaMelo can get there, but they both like 19. So
yeah, they're definitely budding stars. Like
potential, but I think it's less than 10. It probably took like 5 and 7 like superstars. Outside, like I'm trying to.
It's not that.
It ain't a whole like. I just want to see the stats for this year. Let's see if I'm forgetting anybody.
You know, because I know we think we watch basketball all the time, so some people may think of these people as superstars because they're a top 5 player, top 7 player in the league.
Right.
But I'm just trying to encompass off the league, everything, off the field. You know, like who your mama know, who your grandma know, who your auntie know.
That's what I'm saying. Because it's like I don't know if my like grandma know who Dame Lillard is, right? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I feel he's a superstar talent, but is he like if he just on a billboard? Is everybody? That's Dame Lillard.
And of course, when it comes to social media and all the different sponsorships and platforms, people use the notoriety they have now and just kind of blow them up. So people may think, a Dame is doing Lay's commercials. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. I don't watch TV. But he making his bread off that. But that's not what I mean. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm like everybody like Bill, no, Levine, no, Kyrie, no, Mitchell, not yet. Book, not yet. Trey, Fox, not yet. Kawhi probably is. I feel like the second ring put him on. Like he started getting like
think Kawhi is
the commercial. Yeah, I think Kawhi superstar. I think Kawhi is.
He's been around and left. I mean, he's in a 2013 finals. Jesus Christ.
Right. Man was guarding LeBron when he was like 12.
Yeah, like he's been around,
Like anybody below that, I don't like Paul George, no. Butler, no. Sabonis a star, but not like Ja, not yet. And that's really anybody lower than that, not gonna.
That's really it.
Yeah.
Because of international appeal, probably Jokic and Luka are probably superstars.
That's what I would put Jokic in there. I think Jokic has made it there. I think Luka.
You always underestimate the international appeal,
right?
But it's not only their own country, which is usually a lot of fucking people, but mostly where they played at throughout Europe.
Right, I was say it'd be like the whole continent. Be like staying up to like our game. They at 8 o'clock here. They at 5:27 in the morning, and they stay up and watch like every minute of it. Like that's a superstar.
Exactly. Luka played in Spain and all these other all these other areas too. So it's not a lot of people I consider true.
I'm trying. True
superstars. That's and looking at this list of players. It's a lot of really good players.
Yeah, that's it's
a lot of really
good players. It like Vucevic. Vucevic like good to star level player.
Yeah.
Siakam good to star level. Middleton.
How did you filter this?
I think it's just points per game. I just
points per game. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
This is points per game. Because I was like, am I forgetting someone like who don't score 30 but have an end? But I don't like if you're not. There's a certain threshold. Like again, Ben Simmons, you're not gonna be a superstar scoring 11 points and not shooting. Yeah, that's about it. Kuz, unless you think Kuz.
Hey, man, it's tripping.
Carl Kuzma.
And what about Goddamn, I just saw the name Harold. Why the Lakers stop playing Montrezl Harrell? What happened? Is somebody in the fight?
I don't know what it is about Harold, man.
Is this about LeBron not? I mean, AD not wanting to play the 5?
I think it's some of that, but I think that's kind of over because he's shown in the playoffs and when he'll play he don't want to do it the first 3 quarters, but he'll do it for the 4th quarter. Like that's when it counts. So Harold, he can't defend, but they wouldn't score no points. That's why I thought they'd play him against the Suns. They was scoring
averaging like 17 at the beginning of the season.
They were scoring like 80 something, 90 something points again. I was like, I figured they throw him in here just LeBron, Harold, just some quick buckets. But it's like the way it ended with the Clippers and the Lakers. It's like this nigga Harold might be just like the worst dude ever behind. Yeah. Like the worst nigga ever behind. Like I feel like when he left the Rockets, they ain't like him. I feel like when he left the Clippers, they ain't like him. Like everywhere he go. And now if he leave the Lakers, go somewhere else, we're gonna hear all the for us to say, Harold was dividing the locker room. We heard all the stories from the Clippers last year. Anything that happened with the Clippers, 10 minutes. Sources inside the Clippers are saying,
but if you Harold, you watching KCP get burned, you watching Drummond get burned, you watching Gasol get burned. Like that's what I'm saying. He must have did something.
Drummond would have been. I was like, this man walking off the street and just start getting 20, 25 minutes a game.
And Drummond is on a banana peel out there. He got banana peel under his. He went Converse out there.
It's one of those things. Like on a certain stretch, he'll grab a rebound over anybody, bully anybody, run the floor, make a nice pass, something like that. And then the next possession, he'd just be like, he was just standing in LeBron's way. Like LeBron just called for a pick, and like he just didn't get out of the way. LeBron just ran right because he just didn't get out of the fucking way. And it's like, what? Like, have you ever played? Like, did you learn anything in Detroit? Like, in college? And nobody taught you how to like just move, set a pick and move.
And like we said earlier, dog, these is the right players. Drummond is he's the right guy.
So I thought, shit.
If you're replacing Dwight Howard, and whatever Dwight Howard's role was, Drummond is supposed to be the upgrade to that.
Yeah.
Who did they let go last year?
JaVale.
JaVale gone.
JaVale.
Rondo. Lance Stevenson was gone last year or the year before that?
Yeah, he was year before that. Last year was JR and Waiters, like them dudes at the end of the bench. But because they lost JaVale and Dwight, but they brought in like Gasol and Harold, and I was like, okay, like those are 2 more skilled players. But like,
is Waiters still getting paid?
Is who?
Waiters.
Shit, he might.
He get a big deal from like OKC or Miami.
He might be on that Ryan Anderson plan,
like $100 million deal or something. Huh?
Let me see. Miami's the one that paid him. Let me see. Is he still? Yeah, no. This year the Grizzlies paid Dion Waiters $12 million to do nothing.
Damn, fucking salute! Holy shit!
Dog. Listen, he ain't play. I don't know if he ever been to Memphis, bro.
No, he never even went. That's because he got high off the edible, and still got paid $12 million. Man, come on, man. I don't want.
Man, listen.
You know what? I don't want to hear no more complaints from basketball players, man. Y'all gotta shut the fuck up. Either scrap it out like Kwame won't do. Right. Just fight these people in the street. These announcers, all of us tweeters, podcasters, just fight us because I gotta call you a big piece of shit. And not because you're a big piece of shit, because you got paid $12 million to do nothing. And I work pretty hard. And I don't get $12 million, so I'm kind of mad at that too. That's all good.
Bro, this man Waiters is he 29 years old. He done made $65 million his career, and he was never good.
Oh,
Respect, like listen, that's the America that I want to believe in.
how you get paid $12 million for being fired for being high on the job? That's a fucking severance package out your ass.
This man got high. Listen, you know how many times he probably like either smoked or took an edible like before the flight? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not gonna notice. And this time, somebody hit him with that gas. Yeah.
He probably was in a deep sleep too. Look, he probably the edible it hit him while he was asleep. That's how the edibles hit you sometimes, dog. Sometimes you don't be.
Man, that shit was a dud, bro. You wake up, he thought he was driving the plane, man.
Yo, people think that shit don't hit you because you went to sleep. Duh, that shit's still in your body. Like,
oh yeah,
I bet he was just in a coma.
Nah, that man was. It probably.
How you know? Like, how you know he was off of edible? Did they find him on him?
Right, like what? Who?
His stomach pump?
Somebody told or like. He could just, man, he acting weird. He not feeling well. They was like, nah, he out. That nigga's on the edible. That nigga's on drugs.
Yeah. And it's 2000. This happened last year. Yeah, so it's not like it's 1983.
Yeah, this was like 12
last year. It's just he's just high. It's just weed. It's Florida. Florida got dispensaries. It was legal.
Yeah, they just.
He must have just been trash. He still got 12 million. That's NBA players gonna have to suck it up, man. We call y'all trash. It just is what it is. Y'all get paid a lot.
This guy got 65 million. He's not 30 yet.
He's paid a lot.
And it ain't like it's like, oh, nah, he made, you know what I'm saying? He used to be an all-star. He got paid, then he got hurt. No, he was never an all-star. He was never.
He got that $100 million. You said it was from Miami, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was a big deal because I remember OKC didn't want to give it to him. And then,
July 7, 2017, Miami gave him 4 for 52. And he been coasting off there since, man.
That's what I'm talking about. That's how you do it. These motherfuckers just
Waiter might be my favorite player now, man.
Like, I bet you Memphis probably wanted him.
Right. Well, they got a lot of young players. They might have just been like, man, don't even come, bro. Yeah.
They could have used anybody with some veteran, you know, who've been in the playoffs before.
Right. Damn, I didn't realize this nigga Waiters was paid like that though. Like what? Once your boy Solomon Hill got like 50 million. I was like,
man.
I was like, you just don't have to be good at all anymore.
And we gave him the 50 million. I remember it's 52 billion. Like 4 years.
It's 4 years.
5 years. Omar Asi got like 80 million all of us.
Listen, they gave Mozgov and Luol Deng like 90, like the same day. At like 12 midnight. The Lakers was like, here's 100 for you, here's 100 for you.
The Mozgov went back to Russia. Paid. Holy shit. He got 80 million. He didn't even finish the season.
For what? Why? For what? What am I finishing the season for, man? His agent, man, you better not play it. You better not twist a knee or turn an ankle, nothing. I got the Lakers on the phone.
No, I'm saying he didn't even like finish this. He got like 4 years. He didn't even come close to finishing the contract.
Nah, I was gonna say I'm about to look him up because I have
that 4 years would have ended like 2 years ago at least.
Let's see. For a smooth 7 points, 5 boards a game. The boy was in Brooklyn 2017-18. Last time he's played NBA basketball.
Dookie.
And 4 for 64.
Ooh, that's fresh on LeBron. Thanks, LeBron. Holy shit.
Get it, man.
And look how many times he's been traded since.
Right. Lakers, Nets, Magic. Like this man averaged 10 points one time. That's amazing.
Because he played center for LeBron in the finals. Just like Tristan.
Yeah, Tristan Thompson got paid off that. Kevin Love Kevin Love was good, but he shouldn't still be eating off that. Like 2 more years and 30 million. Come on, dog.
And then Kevin Love, he's not even Kevin Love no more. He's not even
right.
Fat Moses. He's not even White Moses no more.
13 points and 6 rebounds a game. 30 million.
With all rookies on the team. You got all rookies. You're supposed to be padding the stats.
I was like, okay, he's gonna come in. All right, let me run up my numbers real quick. Then y'all run my value up, trade me off. And
that's why I didn't like Kevin Love, because you come in, we already know you want to get traded. We know you want to get traded 2 years ago.
Right.
We knew that 2 years ago you wanted to get traded. When LeBron bounced. You don't even put up no old Kevin Love stat, no 2020s, no 2010s, 10-10, 10-5. Like, this nigga wasn't doing nothing.
Smooth, 15 points and 4 rebounds. He shot 40% from the field this year.
Come on, man. And he barely played. How many games did he play?
12 points and 7 boards, 25 games. This was potent on the court. In a reduced season, they cut 10 games off the schedule, off the rip. 10 games gone. This man still played a third of those horribly. And got $30 million for
cashing them checks, baby. That's what I'm talking about. I don't want to hear nothing. Don't complain, Kevin Love. Cash the check, man. Cash the check, brother.
This man signed 4 for 120. No, excuse me. In 2015, he signed 5 for 113. The one he's on now is 4 for 120. So that's $230 million over 9 years of play.
How many vector knives and vacuum cleaners I gotta sell?
How much Forex you gotta? How much Bitcoin you gotta bet big on?
What the fuck I gotta invent?
30
to get to that, because he ain't been playing at all. Like, he ain't been playing last season. How many games he played last season?
25 this year, 56 the year before, 22 the year before, 59. This man ain't played. He ain't played 60 games since 2016, which was I don't know if they made the finals or won.
That's the finals shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
This man just you talk about. Yeah, okay. That was the year they lost 4-1. That was he said, yeah, that's the last time.
Because he got hurt that year, remember? He got hurt at the end.
Was it? He played 60, but he played 60 on the dot. Like he didn't play 68 at an 82. He played 6-0.
22 games, 56 and at 25. He paid $30 million and he pouting on the court. Man. This man kicking the ball off the court, dog. That's hilarious.
This man handing the ball to the other team, they getting the easy bucket. And it's like, listen, I know everybody on your team 20 and don't know how to play ball, and you a champion and all that. You can pay $30 million.
They paying $30 million to be the 5th best player on the team. To be the 5th best player on the team.
Look, man, I'd be out there rebounding for Sexton, man.
I saw. When he first came back, my stupid ass, I bet the over on his rebounds like 4 games straight. Not 4 days, 4 games. It was like 5.5. I'm like, okay, Kevin Love can get 5.5 rebounds, dog. Like, it's Cleveland against one game they played against Minnesota. Okay. Revenge game. Give me an old revenge game, Kevin Love.
Give me 2020 for old time's sake.
Nigga had 2 rebounds, 4 games straight. 2. Hit 2. He didn't get the over on the points or the rebounds. $30 million. Man.
Drove home in a spaceship.
What a fucking job. What a fucking how much Charles Barkley? You got the Google machine on you. How much Charles Barkley made in his NBA career?
Oh, listen. I can't
$12.50 a year per hour.
Chuck might have made like $123K over like 15 years, bro. This man, okay, he played from 84 to 2000. 16 full years. Yeah, 16 full years. That's a lot longer when you just out of shape for every single year.
Yeah.
But Barkley was a beast.
He came in 300 pounds playing 80 games.
With 6'2". Barkley made $43 million for it. That's
yeah.
See, it's once I saw that, and I was like, I see why the old heads be getting mad now. I get
Yo, I'm depressed looking at that. Just imagine you Barkley. You see these trash.
it. Right.
John Wall making that next year.
Dude, Gobert just signed for $40 million per.
Oh, man.
Charles Barkley played 16 seasons. Charles Barkley was making he was making 10-day contract money. He was like a top 5 pick, bro. He was the 5th pick in the Jordan draft. This man made $300K, bro. Rodney Magruder don't make $300K now.
This
Like
is crazy, dog. This is
Toscano
crazy.
Anderson make more than $300K. This man ain't make $1 million to his 4th year in the league.
And he was like MVP. He was MVP candidate. Remember, he was saying in one of the years in Philly, he was MVP candidate, and Magic Johnson got more. He got more first place votes than anybody, but he didn't get any second place votes. And that's how Magic was able to get MVP from him.
Let me see, because
but I don't know what Philly year that was.
Yeah, his 4th year in the league, he was at 28-12 and 60, like that Embiid numbers, but not the defense, but Embiid numbers pretty much. That had let's see,
that had to be the year.
Yeah, 19.
Had to be the year.
This nigga Magic out there playing with 9 Hall of Famers, man. I would have thrown up, dog. Barkley passed into Jeff Hornacek.
You know,
Magic passing to Kareem and James Worthy and Michael.
I give it to the Lakers, dog. The Lakers do one thing, right? They draft the Lakers draft history, amazing.
Yeah,
them actually taking care of young players, fucking awful.
Here it is, not 89-90. He got 38 first place votes.
Yeah. And that's what he was saying.
He averaged 25, 12, 4 assists, 2 steals on 60% shooting. Jesus.
Damn.
This nigga, a 26-year-old Michael Jordan came in 3rd.
Damn.
Jordan was at 34, 7 and 6 and 3 steals a game and came in 3rd, man. Like
click on Jordan's let's see Jordan money. I know Jordan got them big contracts toward like the late 90s.
He got those 2 big paydays at the end. Outside that, he wasn't making shit neither.
But it was like 30 mil, right?
Yeah.
Or was there more than that?
Yeah, not 30. Yeah, 30 and 33. That was 60 of the 90 he made those 2 years.
Dog, Jordan making $4 million in 93.
See, I don't know when I want to go back and look. They changed the CBA because before it's like Jordan's rookie deal, I think was these first 3 years, right? And then this next deal, that's where he signed for like 8 years, like an 8-year contract. Ridiculous. And the owner, Reinsdorf, was like, I told him and Pippen, don't sign these long ass deals. And Scottie Pippen signed one because he wanted the money, because he grew up poor, he wanted the money. But like 2 years in, you like the 58th highest paid player in Chicago.
And he was mad Kukoc was making more when he came in. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kukoc came in making that boy
making bread.
Pippen already wasn't making nothing. Then he lost something to like somebody pulled a fast one on him, like one of his like advisors or whatever. Let's see, Pippen. We were talking about like great defender. Pippen was like a great defender that still get you 20 a game.
Yeah.
This is the one where Pippen from 91 to all 6 of them rings.
Portland got him that bread.
All 6 of them rings. Scottie Pippen never made more than $3.5 million.
Oh man. And this man is pouting, and he making $30 million, bro. This man is pouting, dog. Because you averaging 8 and 2, and you paying 20 games, and you making $30 million, dog.
I don't know what JR was throwing soup at the coaches and like what the fuck is going on in Cleveland? Like the same way the current NBA, like the NBA players now, they get to whoop our ass if we tweet they suck or something. More than fair. The old players, the old player like Oscar Robertson should get to whoop Kevin Love ass.
Oscar Robertson should be as disrespectful as he can possibly be to anybody that's on the court. First of all right, we already know Oscar Robertson's stat line, what he's known for.
Right.
He played in the 60s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how many masterful performances he put on in front of stupid fucks. Like he's probably putting up 40, 20, and 20 in front of like the KKK. Like it's
nigga, nigga,
he's getting the worst. Dog, Oscar Robertson's stats is so crazy. And look at the time he played. He's been called nigga the entire time. It was legal.
Look, all 48.
It was being chanted through the speakers.
Like they didn't do like the defense, nigga, nigga.
No, like look. No, imagine averaging. Let me see. What are rebounds at?
Hold up.
RCM.
Here we go. Yeah. Here we
you
go.
Averaging 31-11. You averaging a triple double in Cincinnati in 1964.
As a rookie, as a 22-year-old rookie in Cincinnati, you just walk in the door, 31, 10 assists, 10 boards.
These are masterful performances, dog.
Playing 43
he get paid. Would you get work to run a Costco? A Costco manager get paid more than he got paid back then.
Costco manager sitting courtside calling him a nigger face or some coon lips or something like that. He was playing 43 minutes a game in low top Chuck Taylors.
Yo, I'm surprised he can even walk right now.
Feet bleeding.
Look at these dudes, dog. These dudes putting on masterful, amazing performances, getting paid shit, getting talked to like shit, and you at the highest level.
Ain't no way they got his salaries on it. They had like $750. Yeah, ain't no way they got.
You might as well put mine up there. It's gonna be the same thing. Me and Oscar made the same thing. What I did last year, Oscar did a 65.
But it is like you got to show up every day. It's like, man, no matter what city I'm in, they're gonna call me nigga. Like like we can go on a road trip. Like, oh man, we got a couple of days in Boston. I can just relax. We got a game in Atlanta. Let me just no.
It's illegal to even be a nigga in public. So you can't even you traveling to places. You can't even do nothing. What you supposed to do?
You can't, man. After I read Hank Aaron's book, like about his autobiography, and he was talking about like in their minor league days, one, they would have to find a separate place to eat because, of course, one place wasn't serving whites and blacks. So that's one. Two, he was like any place they found to serve blacks, he's like as they left, he could hear them breaking the dishes as they walked.
Damn, that's some shit. That's some strong racism.
That's why I said that's like tier 3, like elite A caliber, grade A. He was like, man, if it was dogs eating off them plates, they would have washed them.
You can't unteach that, dog.
But he was like, it was me and like one other black teammate. He's like, as we walking out the door, we hear them smashing the plates on the ground.
Oh man.
He's like, and we wasn't in the majors, but we was fucking human beings. One, but two, it's like, I mean, we was pro ball players, right? Like you just treat a pro athlete like that? Yes, clearly yes.
Yes, yeah. And he's the people at the top of the, you know what I'm saying? They're the tip top, and they looking at it. I wonder if like Oscar Robertson look at it like, is it even worth it? Because you got cats on the same team. They playing, they got side jobs. Motherfuckers is an electrician. Basketball is a part-time gig. You know what I'm saying? Like the milkman.
It was another from that Hank Aaron, but it was good as hell. You know who Roy Campanella is?
No.
He used to play. He was a black dude, but he played like on the Dodgers with Jackie Robinson. He was one of the earlier blacks, but not Jackie. He came a couple years after Jackie Robinson. Roy Campanella, Hall of Fame catcher. Like they went in World Series with him. This man in the offseason, because he worked at a grocery store to make his ends meet, got in a car wreck on the way there and was paralyzed and never walked again. It's like a Hall of Fame catcher.
God damn.
Like that's the game back there. Like this man is playing a Hall of Fame catcher for the fucking Dodgers, and he's still bagging groceries and working pallet jacks and shit.
And people are pouting on a court for $30 million. Getting high off edibles, being fired off of edibles.
They just want to smoke weed and play cards, man. Punks.
And not even a percentage of the player that somebody like Oscar Robertson was. and played in time. There's no way I would have played. There's no way I would even walk in the arena in the environment that it was playing in. There's no way. There's no way. I'd have never seen a game ever.
In Cincinnati, bro?
Yeah.
Like we're talking to something like I feel like people don't really know about like Cincinnati. I was like, listen, Cincinnati it's as close as the South as you can get. Like Kentucky has slavery. There is a river between there's a river between Kentucky and Ohio. That's the slavery, no slavery line. And it's like, so Cincinnati was the free side, but it's like, you think they liked niggas? Like, you think they was just hey, Oscar, good game last night, my man. 30 points. Like,
they fucking hated it too. That's hilarious, though, because it's probably like buku, like full on racist, but they're a fan of like the University of Alabama, so they got no choice but to root for niggas. It's, like, you got to be some real heartbreak, some real turmoil going on with it.
I mean, it's one of those like, listen, as long as they winning, right? But don't listen. You let Jalen Hurts throw in, nigga.
He gonna have a 37-foot cross burning on top of his front yard.
And his dorm room, nigga. He's like 19, man. They put
and like, you know what? I was like, being a racist got to be like, it's already, you know, I've seen a lot this last like year and a half, right? It's already a lot of stupid motherfuckers. Just period. You a racist, you cutting out a big percentage to just whatever your race is, white. It's a lot of super motherfuckers. Like how you basically just say, I'm gonna just hang out with my family then.
The people on my street.
These are the only people I could trust. Like you cut too much stupid out. I mean, you cut too much smart out.
It's like that. Me and the niggas in my math class. Like that's the only friends. That's the only friends I got. And I married the girl that sat next to me in social studies, and we lived together for 40 years. Like that was just the whole life. And we hate black people together.
It's crazy, dog. Like you think all the games that like we discredit Wilt's games. Look how piece of shit people we are. We discredit this man's playing in front of
this man wasn't even real.
Like we're talking racism, so you can taste the racism in the building.
It was thick like humidity.
Dog, he's giving these motherfuckers 50 and 50.
This man, as a 23-year-old rookie, because he left college early. This man he walked in the league averaging 38 and 27. 38 and 27.
Look at how we discredit that, bro. Look at his points and rebounds, dog. Just look at points and rebounds, dog.
His third year in the league, he played 48 and a half minutes. He played every minute. Like they had some overtime games. He played every minute. And this
nigga's the healthiest nigga alive.
He did
holy shit.
For niggas on Twitter 60 years later to be like, man, this nigga wasn't real.
Hey, motherfucker, when you think it's real, that's how piece of shit. That's how much of a piece of shit we is. We didn't even think it's real.
Bro, this man had 50 and then he fell off a little bit down to 45 and 24. And then he was just like for the first decade of his career, he was just 30 and 20. Like 40 and 24. He averaged a 40 and 24 till he was 30 years old.
And even look at the tail years. If this is supposed to be tail years, he's still fucking hooping.
Look, 13, 19, 5 assists.
Like, yo, I'm gonna be trash, but I'm gonna give you 19 rebounds every night.
But here's the why. Like for them and Bill, nobody at any point ever thought to track block shots. We don't know how many shots Wilt Chamberlain blocked. He was probably blocking like during his prime 10 a game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, he's probably blocking everything.
Russell too. So it's like we don't have no idea. This man was just until he was. So he played till he's 36, which back then was like it'd be like Bron playing till he was like 54.
Yeah, Bron cutting it. He cutting a little thin right now. At 18, this 18 ain't hitting like I thought it would. To be honest with you, but
man, nah, he just a smooth like 40 and 24. You cut that in half. That's 20 and 12. Yeah. That's all-star.
That's worth more than $30 million for the fucking Cleveland Cavaliers. Throwing the ball up the court, man. Come on, man. I'm gonna keep coming back to that, man. I know you had some issues, outside of court, etc. But you get 30 million player, you can't be throwing the ball on the court, man. You gotta try to stay professional.
Look at this shit. These are the years Wilt Chamberlain led the league in field goal percentage.
Fuss just did. We didn't even care. It don't even matter.
Man, this nigga wasn't
made up stats.
This man shot 73% from the field one year.
And then another person we totally discredit, who just has the greatest sports record, Kareem. Nobody's even close to Kareem in anything.
Nah, if you talk like there's nothing that can be accomplished that he didn't accomplish.
Is there a career record for Kareem? Like if they show a career record from him winning high school to at the end of the NBA, he'd be over 500 by a whole lot.
Oh God, listen, it'd probably legit be over like 750. Like he won a ring with the Bucks, bro. They was like an expansion franchise and won a ring. That's how cold he was. This man, they said, man, you can't dunk no more, bro. He was like, all right, I bet.
And we just discredited. We just automatically put him and put Larry Bird over him. Harden is already better. Dwayne Wade is better.
Clint Capella will box out Wilt.
And then Kareem, if you've seen any recent, I don't know if you've interviewed him recently. He's cognitive like a motherfucker. He's all there.
He's smart as hell.
He's all there. Like, maybe we need to be eating the vegan diet and all this shit like he is. Because if I look like that when I'm 80 something, shit, I came out pretty good.
Right. Like this man, like he played 20 years in the league when niggas was not playing like 10 in the league.
Yeah.
He played played 20 years in the league, 2 at center. And when he started, he guarded Chamberlain.
Look how many games he played.
All of the games.
Because they're in the playoffs every year.
Look, over 20 seasons, he never played less than 62 games in a year.
And you could probably add another, 12, 15 games to all of this right here because of the playoffs.
Oh, God. I know LeBron overtook him, but he had these are all the playoff series Kareem played in. Like, I'm scrolling now. I'm still scrolling. He played 237. He played 49 series. And I think back then they was legit playing. Like, I think they added a round to the playoffs. Like, I think they played 2 rounds in the finals in Kareem Day. Let me see. Yeah, like Western Conference 1. Oh, no, I'll take that back. Then they had the semis. Okay, so they had 3 rounds too, but still 40.
But it was 3, right? It was 3-7-7.
Yeah. Well, they were
a 3-5-7.
Yeah, they were still best of 5 first round, but
okay.
This man played 49. He was 37-12. So in the playoffs, he 3 times is likely to win the series. And it's just like he's done all this
high school, college.
And we just spent all last year arguing. So who's really the best, LeBron or Jordan? Like nobody, Kareem name wasn't mentioned at all.
And he's 6 MVPs. He has 6 MVPs, right?
Yeah, here we go. 19 All-Stars, 6 MVPs. Here we go. 6 MVPs, 6 titles, 15 All-NBA, 4-time block champ, which I don't think they kept blocks his whole time in the. Okay, no, they just started. Okay,
I didn't even think about blocks.
But listen, bro, it's like 2-3 years. They don't know how many shots this nigga blocked, man.
Look at his later years. He was averaging 4 in fucking 1975. That's his highest year. It's 15 years, 18 years later.
Like at age 41. At age 41, he started 74 games, average 10 points, 5 boards.
Yeah. I don't want to hear nothing about no load management. I don't want to hear nothing no more. I want to hear nothing. Kareem played it, you could play it.
I think that's maybe even more than the money. I think that's the shit that would make me mad. If I was an old player, it's like you talking about, like, what you mean you don't want to play the second night of a back? What you mean you don't want to?
Kareem playing 82 games, and they even show the money. They show money up here for Kareem.
I doubt it. Let's see. Oh, they got the last year. So this one, okay. They got his last couple years. He made $8 million his last 4 years. So I mean, that's pretty decent money. I know he wasn't making it at first though. Yeah.
We comparing it to now. It's Kareem after fucking Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh yeah, listen, he made $8 million over 3. Rudy Gobert made $8 million yesterday.
Yeah,
like that. That's where I think that's where I get. I was like, what you like? Your ankle? What you mean your ankle? Like, what you talking about? We used to play barefoot, bro. Chucks is basically playing barefoot.
Yeah, it's playing barefoot. There's no way I could. I never even owned a pair of Chucks. I bought and I ain't bought them. I tried on a pair and never. I knew I would never win. I might as well fucking tape a brick under my feet.
I was like, you feel like I'm walking on a milk crate, like the top of a milk crate.
Or wear those fucking those sandals Akuma wear with the two wooden with the wooden sandals. I might as well wear them. I can hoop better than them than Chucks.
And he would just get a smooth. Here we go. Here's the They didn't keep track of blocks his first 4 years.
And he come at 3.5, 3, 4.
Like these his peak athletic years now. Like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar when he was 23. We don't know how many, but we just have no idea.
And how many points per game is he averaging along with 4 blocks, 3.5 blocks? Averaging 30, 35.
Yeah. 17 rebounds. Like, I think if I'm not mistaken, he won 6 MVPs, but he won them all like between 1970 and 1980. He won all 6 MVP. Like over a course of a decade, he won 6. And so you got to say, like, it was probably 1 or 2 he deserved that they just did. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna give it. Change his name. This nigga's a Muslim now. We're not gonna. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, you seen Godfather of Harlem?
Nah, what's that?
All right, I would recommend it. It's with Forrest Whitaker. It's a TV show about Bumpy Johnson.
Okay, yeah.
But what I wanted to bring that up is in it he got real cool with Malcolm X and he got real cool with Muhammad Ali.
Okay.
And right before Muhammad Ali's title fight is when he was about to change his name from Cassius Clay to Muhammad Ali.
Before the listing fight, right?
Yeah, but they wanted to keep it secret because they knew if they wouldn't let a Muslim fight for the championship.
Title, yeah.
And like the FBI actually had it recorded because everybody's office is bugged. They had Malcolm X's office bugged.
Niggas was bored back then, man.
You tagging Muhammad Ali like you got him bugged and shit. It's stupid, yeah,
right.
But the mafia is just running everything. But yeah, I bring that up because it wasn't like being Muslim back then was cool,
right?
They consider you pretty much what they consider you these days is a terrorist, but a black terrorist back then.
Right.
You just a nigga terrorist because you was Black Panthers. You was wasn't on their side.
Right. He was a radical.
So for him to change his name, I can absolutely think that he was slighted in some way.
Absolutely.
Not only because he's black, of course, but Muslim. That's
Because if I'm not mistaken, I think he changed it. Like he was like, that was the year he converted. Like his last year in Milwaukee. That's when he's like, I want to get to a city with a bigger Muslim pop. Like I'm changing my name. I either want to go to New York or LA because they got bigger Muslim populations. He went to LA and won like 5 more rings.
Yeah. And then when I was saying about LA drafting, the reason I don't get too mad about that is because they drafted Magic. They drafted
Worthy.
They drafted Thomas. They picked up McAdoo on the back end, but that's picking up McAdoo on the back end. And then with the newer generation, I don't them in the 90s is kind of in as far as drafting.
Yeah,
but they drafted
still Kobe. Shit, yeah.
You got Kobe, but you drafted Julius Randle, Jordan Clarkson, Lonzo, Ingram, Russell, Josh Hart. Like this is all like 6 years. These are good players, but they have no idea how to actually manage them.
Yeah, they can't develop.
They can't develop actual players.
It's like if you're a superstar, we know how to treat superstar. If you're already a superstar, we know how. Or if you like get drafted a superstar, we know how to treat you. But if you If you trying to go from like bench to role player to starter to
They don't know how to do it.
go to Milwaukee, man. Like go to Orlando. Yeah.
Cause they'll like whenever their reign ended, late 80s, early 90s, the 90s was just a blur. Like they was getting spanked throughout, Lakers. It's no Lakers fan for the 90s. Nobody remember the 90s. They just jumped the whole decade.
Nick Van Exel days, they wasn't there.
Eddie House and all, they just jumped the whole decade with them cats. Not Eddie House, Eddie Jones, whatever.
Jones,
They jumped the whole decade, but then they jumped back early 2000s, and what they did, they had a draft pick that almost left 3 different times. But then they signed Shaq, and they signed, they bring in Ori and all Rick Fox. They bring in all these people, and then they win another stretch. I say that again.
They drafted Fisher too.
They drafted Fisher,
solid player.
And then they go another stretch where it's nothing, but they drafting people. But then they bring in Bron, they bring in AD, and they're bringing right back to the apex. Because like you said, they just can't handle young players, I guess. Trading Russell for Nick Young because of Nick Young girlfriend, that makes no sense at all. It's the dumbest shit ever. Fuck, keep Russell. Russell will still be on the fucking team.
Yeah, listen, listen, Swaggy P, you got to go. Like I know you wasn't in the wrong here, but you still got to go.
Swaggy P ass would have been out of there because he was going the next year anyway.
Yeah, he was in Gold State, I think, that next year.
Yeah, he winning the championship. And you let go of Russell. They
traded him with Mozgov.
Oh, man.
After that, because they was like, oh boy, we got to get off this Mozgov pick. Okay, I know how. Let's attach it to the number 2 pick in the draft, who's like 21 years old. So we can draft another point. So we can draft Lonzo and then not develop him either.
And then trade him off within 2 years. Same with Ingram. Trade him off within 2 years. Randall. What's the can you bring up the Lakers drafting? Because it's gonna look fucking fantastic, actually.
Yeah, let's see.
Because I don't know what year Randall and all of them came in.
Lakers draft picks. Here we go. There we go. So Jade McDaniel, who's solid, but they traded. DeAndre Hunter, solid. I mean, that was part of the AD picks trade. So
yeah.
But Mo Wagner.
Come on, man.
Svi, I don't know why Svi, that boy can shoot, man.
Is he with Detroit?
Where
is he? I don't know where he
When they traded Diallo, they traded Diallo for Svi. So Svi is in Oklahoma City now.
Okay.
Lonzo, Bradley. Look, Ingram and Zubac solid. Like for a 2nd round pick, yeah, that's a win.
Russell.
Forgot Larry Nance. Larry Nance solid. Julius was 2014.
And then before that, so at 14, I'm gonna have to look this up. What the fuck happened to the Lakers in between 13 and 14? Because their draft picks before that is horrible. It's awful.
They ain't have a 1st round pick for 4 years before that.
All this is awful.
Yeah, this is a bunch since Bynum was 05. After that, it was Jordan Farmar.
They go 10 years of being awful, or in between. But this is championship years too. I forgot this championship years too. That's 11 and 10 and 9. I forgot about that. But it's still awful draft picks.
These probably the Pau Gasol picks.
Yeah, I forgot about that. But they're still terrible. Sakura and all these is still awful stuff.
Terrible. But
and all these people gone.
But like, if you look, like if you was the GM that picked these, you like, hey man, in a 4-year stretch, I picked Randall, Russell, Nance, Ingram, Zubac, and Lonzo over a 4. Like that ain't bad. Like, what more you want me to do?
And they were so greedy, they could have just waited a year and they could have got AD for free.
He's
coming anyway.
That's the one thing I don't.
He's coming anyway.
That's the shit I guess I just don't get. It was like I thought we learned that deal with Melo, right? Knicks gave up everything for Melo and got there and ain't do shit because they ain't had shit left. And now it's like, okay, listen, if you literally wait 1 year,
and they already got him.
Listen, if AD just signed, bro, they have AD, Bron, Lonzo, Ingram, He ain't on here, but Josh Hart was part of that trade too.
That's at the very least, you get another year to see what Ingram can do. Because if he even kind of somewhat takes a similar jump up, then you know Kuzma's out of there.
Right.
You know, Call is
traded for him. Forgot Call.
Put a rocket ship on Call and get his ass out of there. Look at these picks, man. Look at these picks.
I also feel like this is like, and again, like Speed. I'm surprised because that dude can shoot, man. Like he's just one of those, like, he don't do shit up, but he can. I know he can shoot. He can be on somebody's bench because he can shoot.
Julius Randle 14. Jeez, that's going quick, man.
Yeah, and before that, it was Javaris, Crit, Gasol, Mark Gasol in the second round. Ronnie Turia, Von Wafer.
What is this? What is all this?
Like I used to give Kobe a hard time, and I look back, I was like, boy, he really ain't had shit though.
Yeah, the Lakers don't know how to rap, though. They never did. The 90s ones, we won't even know these people.
I'm like, okay, Vladi, Eldon Campbell, Nick the Quick was a second round pick. Eddie Jones was solid.
But these always was players that didn't, besides Fisher, that did better on other teams.
Right. Damn. The Kobe stopper, Ruben Patterson.
Jeez.
Devin George, Mark Madsen. Yeah, see, that's one of, like, back then it was like if you got an end of the first round pick, you were just expected to just get absolute shit with it. And so they didn't. But now it's like, listen, man, you can get Gobert was the 27th pick. Siakam was the 27th pick. You know what I'm saying? Like 25. Jokic was the 40-something second round.
Second round.
Yeah, he's definitely second round.
Motherfucking MVP, second round. God.
And it's like you back then you would just punt, like, nah, we'll take Sasha Vujacic.
And thinking of Ruben Patterson got me thinking about Portland and how long Portland has been up there too. I forgot those early 2000s wars with Portland's and the Lakers and shit.
I mean, shit, they was back. We go back like with Drexler. They was
in the 90s.
Drexler made the finals twice. He lost both of them, but he made it.
Got his ass whipped.
They got Pistons put it on him, and then Jordan put it on him. But
Jordan averaging 40. Jesus Christ!
It was like he found out they was comparing Clyde Drexler to him. And he was like, "That's a no go. Like we got to put this to bed today." And they never compared him ever again.
This nigga Jordan said, "Nah, we gonna get 40 this finals. That's what we gonna do, buddy."
Nah,
but I used to like the old Portland teams, though. They used to go at it with the Lakers.
Like Sheed and Uncle Cliff Robinson, and like that's when Pippen was still cooking. He still had something.
Apparently, that's what Pippen got all his money at. So I'm glad he did get a chance to go to Portland.
He got any money.
So he got his bread for. He's getting 10 million. Man, Pippen's big year is 12 million. Come on, man. Scottie fucking Pippen, man. 12 million is his biggest year. Come on, bro.
Andrew Wiggins made that last night.
Whiteside made that being trash.
Oh, bro, this nigga Whiteside got 100 million. I don't want to hear shit about that. Like, you can't accomplish your dreams or nothing, man. This nigga Hassan, and he's 7 foot. Listen,
you got a lot of 7 foot.
Not a lot of them get fucking $100 million deals.
You got to shoot for the stars, dog. 100 million. Shoot for the stars. I'm about to go and build a rocket ship tonight.
Maybe I've been aiming too low. Maybe that's my problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just want to do all right, take care of me and my folks. Now I'm like, nah, I want to be the CEO of the country, bro. Like of North America.
Hey, you be like Bezos. You get so much money, you like, fuck, I might get on a rocket ship.
Yeah, bored. It's like, man, I'm gonna go to space, bro.
There's no way this ain't no this nigga don't have like 3 clones of himself. And he's sending that one up to space. There's no way he would actually do that.
He just testing it. Like if it blow up, it'd be like, it was just a test mission. We know it's gonna be him and Elon Musk up in space.
Clone 33675. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. But I like Portland. I used to like Portland back in the day, dog. I remember they was it the playoff series? The Lakers almost was gonna break up. if they didn't beat if they didn't beat Portland one year. I forget what
I mean, shit, that we was talking about like the referees. That was Portland got screwed out of a title too.
With the Steve Smith and Shaq call. Yes. I remember that.
Yeah, they got screwed out of a finals appearance, which they would have won the finals. So
fucking Donaghy, man.
Scott Foster, man.
134 calls, though. I wonder if there's a way to check my call log. There's no way I talked to my mama 134 times.
I don't think I've made 134 like to eat, like ordering pizza, calling work, calling. I don't think I've made 134 phone calls in my life. Nonetheless, like, one to a coworker. Yeah, see, they was winning 59, 50 games, late 90s, 2000s. They was in the finals. Yeah, in the finals, and let's see,
damn, all the way through the 80s. Shit.
Yeah, like they was like Portland been in the mix, dude. So you talk about
this is a fan base this is a fan base that's on edge, dog. They on edge. I can see. Look at this shit. This is every year.
Like they have missed the playoff, which they started in 70, which I don't think I knew that, but I mean I knew they wouldn't want to like the Knicks or some old shit, but they didn't make the playoffs at all their first 6 seasons. And the first year they made it, they won the fucking championship. For Bill Walton. And then this nigga breaks his foot and like never plays 80 games again. That's Portland's luck. Greg Oden, that's Portland's luck. Brandon Roy.
Oh man.
Nah, I might be retired. I feel bad for Portland now, man.
Yeah, man. Now I'm thinking about it.
Because it's like good teams, good stuff. Like Bill Walton, Kiki Vanderway used to get buckets. Drexler was a bucket. Arvydas Sabonis was cold.
So you get the players that your franchise want and need. Like those 2000 teams was deep as a motherfucker. They had everybody, and they just.
Let's see what this team. Okay, this is. Okay, yeah, this is the year they got screwed. That was the game 7 when the Lakers went to 7, like the Kobe to Shaq alley-oop, the famous one. That was it. They had Greg Anthony, Stacey Augmon, Brian Grant, Jermaine O'Neal was on the bench, Pippen, Sabonis, Detlef Schrempf was cold, Steve Smith, Bonzi Wells.
Oh yeah, that's a fucking squad.
Sheed Wallace, Damon Stoudemire. I don't even know who was start. Like who?
Give me that squad any era. Put them on my team any era, and I'm happy. We're at least going to the game.
Now, they bench unit was Jermaine O'Neal, Detlef Schrempf, Greg Anthony, and Bonzi Wells. Yeah. That's just the bench players. And I kind of put them with the old C-Web Kings. Like y'all got legitimately screwed out of at least one title.
But why is it not acknowledged? Like, does that acknowledgement bring up that they had a bad referee and that there's several more has been?
I think it's one of those things. Like you can't acknowledge that. Like you'll never see no type of documentary, anything about the malice on the palace because it's just out of sight, out of mind. We don't even think about that. If you think about that, just be thinking about the Lakers 3-peat. Don't be thinking about Chris Webber getting hosed out of calls or.
Because how can this not happen again? Like if it's not happening right now, I think Scott Foster's 11-0-11 or whatever that was, or Chris Paul. That's not a fucking coincidence.
It can't be.
It's not a coincidence.
Because a friend of mine told me about that. It was like, you think it's something too? I was like, man, 11 straight, man. Yeah, 11 straight. Come on, man.
And do you think about Chris Paul last 11 straight? It's been all close ass games. Like his last 11 straight with Scott Foster was probably a lot of Rockets games. Probably like 5 Rockets games.
Yeah,
probably more than that.
It was probably mostly Rockets and Clippers.
Yeah, Rockets, Clippers. Well, Rockets, Warriors, and then Clippers versus whoever Rockets, whoever that. I mean, that's all fucking terrible.
So you took like 11 straight games that probably came, like you know what I'm saying, like 1 or 2 calls, either a foul call to send Chris Paul to the bench early, a foul call that don't give somebody a 3-point, like you know what I'm saying, one of these that add up. And 11 straight.
If it had turned to 12 for game 6,
Oh yeah, nah, he
They'd whooped his ass out there on that court. You gotta just whoop his ass. You gotta put some feet on his ass.
Suns Nuggets tied 3-3 and Scott Foster come out. Chris Paul just got just fucking torture rack, man. Just have him up on his shoulders.
Yeah, there's no way because Sacramento got legitimately fucked and never even came close. Dog, you know how? Bro, they never even come close to going back, dog. Never even come close.
That's your look. Oklahoma City Thunder, man. You think this shit gonna last forever? It don't. Here we go. Yeah, over 3 straight years, they won 61, 55, 61, 59, 55 games. Yeah, here we go. Lost Game 7 against the Lakers. Rick Adelman. Because this is a deep ass team too. Weber, Peja, Christie, Bibby, Divac, Turkoglu, Bobby Jackson, Gerald Wallace was 19 on their team. Damn. Scott Pollard, Mateen Cleat, like teams go like a 10, 11 deep.
And then I Googled it. And all the articles that came out around this time. It's just motherfuckers that's just pissed off. It's obvious cheating, legit cheating.
That's like being a fan is so fucking stupid, dog. That's one of like if you were legit like a Kings fan from day one,
then you got nothing else to do.
And you like this is I grew up in fucking Sacramento, dog. Like we don't have a football team, we don't have a baseball team, we don't have a good college. Like I got the King. They get there. 61 went first in the division. Make it to Game 7 against the Lakers and lose at home because they had home court. They lost Game 7 at home.
Yeah.
Because Shaq was giving them 41 and 17. Good grief.
Oh, yeah, that's not going to help either.
That's serious business, man.
Ain't going to help either. But I bet you free throws they show free throw difference?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so the Lakers shot 185 over 7 games. The Kings shot 204. I need to see the game breakdown though. I need to see like what what game 6 and 7 what them foul because the Lakers won game 6 and 7.
Because 6 is supposed to be the real bad one.
Yeah, let's see. This is 6. This is 6. Wait, shit, did I?
Because really, it's how many times did Shaq go to the free throw line?
Right.
Because that first one you showed, he went to the line 46 times.
Okay. So for game 6, Kings shot 25 free throws. For game 6, Shaq shot 17 by himself.
Shit.
They shot 40 as a team. To the Kings 25. That was game 6. Game 7. Let's see. Game 7, they shot 30. Lakers shot 33. Kings shot 30. Which close enough.
And I looked at
game 6 is the one though.
And I looked at personal fouls. It looked like the Lakers had less fouls. At 25 fouls. The Kings had like 30 or something like that.
Let's see. Kings had 30 to 25.
But it's how they call the fouls and the spots they call the fouls.
I was gonna say because it's
time when it matters.
It might be like what I'm saying, delay a game in the first quarter, technically a foul call or some shit right that verse like some Dirk got screwed at like the Dwayne Wade title. They were just walking Dwayne Wade to the line, man.
Yeah.
That was I think that was probably the first time I was like I remember watching the Lakers Kings, but I wasn't like old or cognizant enough to like know what was the first when I was watching Mavs Heat, I was like, something ain't right. Like, he's shooting 25 free throws. Nobody I'm gonna find out. That's the series to look at. Because Wade was shooting more free throws than like their whole team. I can't spell Dwayne Wade for shit.
Yeah, I just type in Wade.
Yeah, where is that one at? What was that? 06 against the Mavericks. I think it was here we go. 06 finals. Here we are. So for the series, I just want to see Wade shot 97 free throws. In six, not even no 7-gamer. What is that? It's like 15, 16 free throws a game, like something stupid like that.
Wait.
The Mavericks shot 155 as a team. Dwayne Wade shot 97. And that's was like that was legit the first time I was like, hey man, like I was a Shaq dude, so I was rooting for Miami, but I was like, this don't feel right, man. Like this ain't on the level.
They got like damn near 20 more fouls.
Jeez. Yeah, Mavericks had 164 fouls. Yep, to 146. I remember because Shaq ain't do shit. Shaq averaged 13 points that series.
Yeah, it was all Wade. I think Shaq helped get him there.
Yeah.
I think Wade finished it all.
Like Antoine Walker was the second leading scorer in that finals.
Damn. I think him and Gary Payton. Well, not Gary Payton. All of us hit threes. Jason Williams.
Yeah, Jason Williams. Posey. Forgot James Posey. UD Morning was on their team. Shannon Anderson.
Yeah, I remember Jason Williams and Antoine Walker hitting threes and shit. That series. Because it's like every finals is always, the first Heat finals that they won. I think it was Mike Miller and Shane Battier, one of these motherfuckers.
Oh yeah,
hitting threes. I think it was Mike Miller going crazy from three.
Yeah.
And just those little small breakout performances, man. Be getting these people. Just put them over the top. But this is crazy. I don't even remember that finals.
Nah, this is legit the first one I was like, hey, come on, man. Like this man, he averaged 35 points. He took 11 3-pointers that series. Like Wade, not really a 3-point shooter, which is not like that's not too crazy.
Duh.
But just think about somebody averaging 35 points a game in the finals and not taking threes at all.
75 for 97. What?
This man would just walk into the. I was like, come on, man. This ain't on the level.
Yeah. Dirk couldn't wait to bust their ass the second time around.
I was rooting for him, man. I was like, he got to get some revenge, man.
There's no way.
They was faking like Dirk was sick. I mean, Dirk played on some shit teams too, really.
Like he played on some bullshit.
Like this team made it to the finals with, I think Jason Terry was like the second. He can't be your second leading scorer.
Yeah, Jason Terry was busting their ass too.
Josh Howard, Stat, Devin Harris, Dan Pierre, Keith Van Horn was in there.
Oh no, this is the first. I mean, the second time. Jason Terry is busting it. Well, that
boy had vengeance on his mind.
Yeah.
Jesus. But this is the. I ain't seen one like this
from everywhere, bro.
Yeah, I ain't seen one like this since. So we'll see what Silver do for the finals, man. He about to pull out his best trick for the finals. When we watched, we've been watching Joe Harris shoot 98 free throws in a 6-game series.
What does it do to have Denver in the finals? Like, is that a good thing for us? Is that a bad thing? To me, it's a good thing.
For us, who's us?
Fans.
I say good.
Fans of fans that fans also of teams that are fucking terrible or like not in a big market. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See, that's the. Like, you looking at it that way, like NBA probably hoping for like Denver, Milwaukee, like two homegrown stars. They just built around them. Now, market wise, the ratings people wouldn't want that shit at all. But yeah,
I remember Spurs Nets. That shit was fucking awful.
Oh my god, It was 72-71 in triple overtime game.
Yeah.
Like I don't. They be like, oh man, I miss the old days. I don't. I don't really miss them like that.
You know, that finals is when I like slowed down watching basketball. I didn't watch basketball probably like 6-7 years. I just watched all football. Because I was like, I'm not watching Spurs and Nets. Because I think it happened like twice, or the Nets went twice.
Yeah, no, they played.
Oh yeah.
Okay, now Lakers beat the Nets once and Spurs beat them once.
The Nets went. I remember the Nets going twice. Yeah.
Yeah, they went, and Duncan and then Shaq ate them alive, man. They had fucking Kerry Kittle was guarding Shaquille O'Neal, man. Like, dang, what are you supposed to do?
Yeah, I knew Kerry Kittle too, man. He's a cool dude, man. But
Kittle, he had the
get his ass bust out there.
He was doing what he was supposed to do. Get his little 14 game and get busted by Kobe.
Was Vince there? Vince was there, right?
He wasn't there yet.
He wasn't on the Nets finals teams?
Not yet. He came because that was like they had it was Kidd and Jefferson, and VC was like the third star or whatever. They traded for him. I can't remember. Let me see. I don't even remember who they traded, but he wasn't because he made the finals, but it was with Orlando. Because I was like, get this nigga off of.
Wait, he was on Orlando team?
Oh yeah, the year they went to the final, Vince Carter. No, I'll take it back. I think that was the next year. They made the finals, then traded like everybody for Vince Carter, and I was like, why? We just made the finals. Why the fuck are we trading for Vince Carter? Yeah,
Van Gundy. No, Van Gundy got traded, didn't he? Well, he got fired, didn't he? When did he get fired?
Dwight got him fired. Yeah, Vince ain't get to New Jersey till 04-05.
Okay.
So he was a couple years after that. Then he played one just terrible, 1.5 terrible year in Orlando. And then he played legit a whole nother decade after that of just like I respect it. Like a check is a check.
Yeah, you gotta collect that check. But I don't know. I don't know his reach within a young locker room. But I'm sure that it was cool for these cats to see somebody that played in fucking 1997 or some shit. Before most of these motherfuckers even alive.
Right. This man was 40. I think he was 43 when Trae Young was like 20. Like he was like.
I seen old pictures of Trae Young and Durant, so I already know with VC he gonna look like fucking Father Time. I seen one when I think it was Trae Young and Durant. Trae Young looked like 8.
Yeah.
Like Durant already looked like how he look right now. So he been looking 40. He like on Anderson. He been looking for 40 for like the last 40 years.
Yeah, he don't like when he 80, he gonna look 40 because when he was 14, he looked 40.
Yeah. Just like fucking on Anderson. Yeah. I was like, I'm looking at like 3 different pictures of Trae Young and Durant looked the same. But Trae Young is like a small child to a junior.
Like
he looked like a
school,
yeah. And then almost about to get drafted, Trae Young, and Durant just looked the same.
With the exact same haircut, same non-brush shit. That's I think that's really Silver's worst crime, man. I think that's where he really need to step in. Like, listen, I can't have you in the finals looking like this, dog.
Like these dudes gonna see how their head look on TV in like 10 years. Like we go back and see how Walt Frazier and all these dudes' head looked. LeBron looked crazy. This fucking wig on, man. All due respect to LeBron. This fucking wig is madness.
The funny shit, not like the old, because they was running back like Bron's Best Lies. Did you see that? That shit was funny.
Nah, I didn't see that.
Oh man, they was like Bron. Somebody said KD. It was like KD be lying, man. They were like KD got the quantity, Bron got the quality, and people was like quote tweeting was like, nah, listen, this nigga Bron be lying. They showed him like with all the books he be reading the first page of. They showed it was a clip of him saying he was like, "Oh no, I don't believe in flopping. Like I don't do that at all. I don't. That ain't even part of my game."
Oh yeah, Bron be lying his ass.
It was where he had the cast on after the.
Oh no, that's the worst one.
They put it was like a whole thread. I was like, nah, that nigga Bron be lying like shit.
Yo, Bron showed up with the black cast at the press conference.
It was like game 1.
Yo. he had the cast on. It wasn't even. It was just a black tape. It's the tape they put on their shoulder. He just wrapped around his hand.
That's the
It
shit
wasn't
James
even a
Harden
cast.
put on his show. Yeah, here it go. I felt he kept making sure he was showing it off during the answers too.
Like it's a small hand. You know how the DJ Paul, like he got it wrapped up like it's that. Like dog,
Yeah, like it's like
you
Buddy from the
fine.
Yin Yang Twin. Look, nah, that nigga.
Oh, this disgrace right here. I was
Nigga be
dying.
lying. Look. Yeah, my nose itch. This nigga that's an old T-shirt, bro. Like that's not even a cast.
Oh, this dude's a legend, dog. He got the fucking
They wrap some
black
old socks. They wrap some gym socks.
You know what he should have did? He should have like on where the white come out by the fingers. He should have put some blood right there.
Like Kurt Schilling.
Yeah, make it look like he's bleeding from the hand and shit.
Oh, hold on now.
Oh, you see that location right there. You already know this is about to be some slanderous. This is about to be some slander right here.
I see the title. The title of the article just said "Examining LeBron's Bizarre History of Minor Playoff Injuries." It is from The Ring, so I know Billy Boy Simmons probably commissioned this.
Yeah.
He Bron. There go Bron broken hand. Look.
No.
That nigga slapped fire with the whole team. He ain't favoring that shit or nothing.
Oh, this man is a criminal, dog. The book shit is hilarious, dog. Because when they asked him about Malcolm X, like, dog, even if you didn't read the book, you didn't see the movie, like, you can't make up some Malcolm X shit.
Right. Man, so, Bron, what do you think about the book? He said, I think he was a very smart man. I think his name was definitely Malcolm. He was black. I don't think any of us can forget that he was a black man.
No, the way he thought about things in his time, I'm like, dog, what are you talking about? This is just say something.
I was like, there's no way in hell you know how this book ends. There's not.
No.
There's no
That's
way.
What I'm saying. Like, he could have. It's so many like broad, general. Nigga, I ain't read this all the way yet. I'm at the beginning. You know,
I'm still working my way through it. Nice. I think he was a very smart. I think he was tall. I think he was definitely a tall guy named Malcolm. Look, this nigga not reading,
man.
Bro.
Come on,
nigga's not
reading. Nah, come on, man. Not the focus look.
Look, it's like you see Carlton Banks studying for his chem test. That's how he's like laying on his stomach, textbook out on page 4.
Come on, Brian, dog. In order to pass Kareem, you got to read some books, dog. Because I know Kareem reading some books. You got to read some books. You can't pass Kareem without some books.
Nah, this the 4-peat.
I need a book report every month until Bronny get into the league.
This man reading like the dedication page, dog. Like he not
go
even
to the one under it to the right, dog. Look at his hand on his face.
This nigga speculating, man. Like
this nigga's on an empty page, dog. That shit is freshly open. He's locked in.
To my mother and my kid. He reading like the dedication shit. This book was published in New York, 1994. Greenhouse Pub. Like this. When you ever read something in your life and look like, that's pretty interesting.
Oh, some old British dude narrate the shit. Fucking J.G. Rockefeller. Dog, he not dog. What? He's at the beginning of every one.
This nigga, that's his pregame routine. He's like, I go out, I get my ankles taped, I read 4 pages of a book, and then I go out and get some shots up.
Yeah, this nigga, you got to read some books, dog. You read books, you could be number 2 after Jordan, dog. I can't put him before Kareem. I can't even, Tim Duncan just gets passed over like he didn't beat LeBron twice. Like he not up 2-1 with 5 rings.
Yep.
unless star power on the same team. Like, who's the second best player on the Lakers is Anthony Davis. Is there any player Tim Duncan's ever played with better than Anthony Davis?
No, I was gonna say David Robinson, but the David Robinson he played with wasn't
It was old David
it was
Robinson.
1992 David Robinson. So Anthony Davis is better than any player Tim Duncan played.
Not even close. Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is much better than Jesus Christ, Tony fucking Parker and fucking Manu Ginobili. I mean,
listen, give Tim Duncan fucking Dwayne Wade, bro. Like,
he's basically had Brunson and fucking Goran Dragic. You know, like people be putting up Tony Parker like Tony Parker was like a De'Aaron Fox. Like he's not even that. Like he's not even.
I mean, they was on my head on Twitter because I said you could tell the story of the Spurs without Tony Parker.
Yeah, easily.
I don't. That's what I'm saying. They were like, oh, he won 3. I was like, but if you talking about the history of the Spurs, you talking about David Robinson, you talking about Tim Duncan, you talking Popovich, you talk maybe Iceman. Like depending on how far you go back, and then after that you get into like Ginobili or whatever. But you're not bringing up Tony Parker like in the first 3. Like, come on, man.
Nah, Ginobili should have been skinned for that finals performance against the Heat, the first one. Hey. He should have been bald and fat and sold for soap. He should have been, he should.
I thought they was gonna have that man drawn and quartered, but I thought that was the first time another first time I was like, I think he's throwing points. Like I think he's legit.
There's no way to explain it. There's no way to explain it. There's no way to explain that series, dog. He was throwing games.
It's like I've been watching Ginobili 15 years at this point. Like this man show up in the like he show up on the high. It ain't him choking or nothing. He show up when it's high stakes. This man is just he was throwing the ball in the backcourt. He was what series was it? Which one he might? What is this? Jeez, he shot 21% in a series against Memphis. Nah, that boy, he was on
a finger. You got to take a finger off him take a digit off him every time. Because that finals, he's getting his ass kicked. He was pissing me off, man.
I was like, I think he's on the take, man. I was like, I think they paying this nigga under the table, bro. He ain't never played this.
Because Popovich, I thought he was going to kill him. I thought Popovich was going to be like fucking Homer and Bart Simpson. I thought he was going to just choke the shit out of him.
Choke him out?
I thought he was going to choke the shit out of him. But like this, like, what's Ginobili's? You know, you can't surmise what Ginobili did by just looking at his stats, right? Because
definitely. Because
they had their moments and they would come in, they would take over games. Him mainly on offense. And on defense, getting steals and shit like that. I remember him being real crafty.
Yeah, Ginobili was cold.
But it's not like Ginobili, we know, is a fucking, I don't know what position he is, but he ain't top 100 in that motherfucker. He's top, let's say top 75 at shooting guard or whatever he is.
Yeah, and that was I was like, look, like if you getting into the secondary, then you mentioned Ginobili and Tony Parker and probably Kawhi. I think you would mention Kawhi before Tony. He was just a better player.
Yeah, easily. Yeah.
So I
consider them bench players, Ginobili and Tony Parker.
Yeah, niggas was coming to me like I was like, are we really gonna act like this wasn't all this happened because they got the number 1 pick the year Tim Duncan? It's fine, but that's the only reason any of this shit happened. That's the luck of the draw.
Tim Duncan with DeJounte Murray and DeMar DeRozan. I'm pretty sure they're gonna fucking win the finals. Like,
listen, he won the finals when I think Steven Jackson was his second leading scorer. And Steven Jackson was not even on the team the next. They was like, we good, bro. Like, we just said. He was a second leading scorer, and they just won a title. And Duncan just get just walk past. They don't even mention him.
And then people throw out the first Kawhi finals MVP. But it's all old men on the fucking team. What you want him to do? It's 38 and 40-year-olds on the team. Like,
right.
Who else is going to do everything?
That one I didn't mind. Now, the Tony Parker one, I was like, I think Duncan should have that finals MVP too.
Yeah, he should have. Because
it was, and Tony Parker, he was killing Boobie Gibson or whoever the fuck they had on him. But it's like, listen, Duncan getting 18, 10 rebounds. He playing deep. Like all the shit goes through him because of him. He the MVP.
Yeah. Should be bet. It should be best player on the best team every time. But you know the narrative thing. That's how Iguodala got it.
Yeah.
It should have been. Steph, I guess.
Nah,
I don't remember that series too much, but it shouldn't have been fucking Iguodala. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Steph should have got the Durant got the 2. He deserved the 2 he got, but Steph should have got the Iguodala one for sure.
Yeah, Steph should have got. He should have got one. And then with Kawhi, like who else supposed to give it to? It was a team ass kicking.
Right.
But Kawhi is a fucking monster. Like, I don't get it.
That series he averaged like 15 points a game, which is fine, but like it was like, he slowed LeBron James. He didn't. They just had a better team.
Yeah, he had a better team.
17 points a game. My bad. But yeah, they rolled him in 5 games.
That's the series where they had the largest point differential.
Oh yeah.
In any finals game.
That was because the first